watch that. And then we will watch the second game with him. That's the plan. So many people can find an opponent or they don't respond. That sounds great. Well, I tell you, Sakil, just be rigorous. Just be hardcore, man. If people don't respond, then after 3 days, fuck them all. Who gives a fuck? Fuck them all. So we're gonna watch team ups a bit. We're gonna watch game number 1, I think, and then we're gonna join game number 2. Today we're gonna host Petite versus Splex. Apparently, game 1, Petite is on the Axis. They're playing North France. Splex on the Allies. I have no idea what game 1 is doing. We're then gonna cast game number 2. Talk with him. I'm not in the game. Why would I talk to him? Please use your head. I know it's hard. And after that, we're going on probably the biggest mission yet in your favorite game, U-Boat. Now, what the fuck's happening? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look.
I mean, the X-Player could walk in there now. Technically. Oh, he got mutinies again. That's so unlucky, guys. Got mutinies for the second time in a row now.
I was talking about this when I was testing the mod, right? You gotta get war support. You gotta get war support. You get shit on if you don't have war support, man. So important. Can't you join him in Discord? Again, why would I do that? Why would I do that?
I don't know, maybe... Damn, what the fuck?
What's happening in the league yet? Has anything written down? Apparently, the judges have 60 days and this game is over. Okay. Apparently, people have a lot of problems finding opponents. Let's take a look at the league. A lot of people are playing, man. There's a lot of people playing each other. That's nice. Did they write anything down yet? Let me check. Let me check.
Oh. Yeah. I tried baiting you in.
Oh, we're in the Discord. I think something big just happened. Oh, he encircled him. Oh, he encircled him. That's almost GG. Nice encirclement. We're gonna watch game number 2. Anything written down yet? No, not yet. Right. 0-0. Okay. I think the games are actually written down somewhere else. Which is this one. But no one has a win yet. Okay, things are starting. No one has a win yet or anything. Okay. Where did I put steam ops? Did I just turn them off? Fuck. Okay. Looks like we got a winner here. The Axis have won. Did he play Poland? I don't know what's fucking happening.
The moment... That's what's cool with Motorized, is that the moment you see someone...
Orange means a win on this website. You see the
tank division being gone, you can just afford to go...
So a guy already has a win, actually.
Speed! And I tried, like,
there's so many people playing for the league now. Now that the league has started, so many people are playing for the league.
And that wouldn't work.
GG, guys, by the way. Good match.
Hello, C-Mods.
Good match.
So 1-0 for Petite. Petite is up 1.
You did really well, man, considering that. You forgot a few things, like you didn't have planning bonus on your tanks the whole time. That could have helped because then your tanks are more stats,
giving nice tips.
You did a really decent job considering that you played for the first time. Who of you is going to be the next
host? You can put in the announcement the last suggestion I sent. It will help a lot.
Okay.
Because okay, one sec. We got some work to do. 1 sec. Let me put that into the announcements. 1 sec. Add esports competitor. If your opponent doesn't contact you back in 3 days, send us proof of that. DM screenshot, and we will give them, and we will give you another opponent or a win. There we go. Big announcement, very important. And we got an ID I don't want to leak, and we have a 1-0. Okay, now to get into this, I don't know who these people are. I want to take a look. This is important. Let me join the Discord. Let me join these people. Hey guys. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Tommy, you're very quiet. Wait a second.
Very quiet?
Can you talk again?
1 sec.
Oh. Setch.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Hello.
Yeah, you're still very quiet, but I put you to 200%, so it should be fine.
Okie dokie. So what? I need some info, man. What? By the way, why are they playing the same map again? Oh, you didn't do the thing yet.
They chose to. You know, like they can, if they play the same map again, if they want to play the same map again.
So you guys are already breaking the rules. You didn't read the
Really?
announcement, people?
I didn't. What is the rule about the maps?
People, come on! Already breaking the rules. If you look somewhere, where is it? 1 sec. Whoever wins the first, blah blah blah. Blah. No map can be played twice during a best of 3. Every round, the player must change their faction. You're not allowed to play the same map twice.
Okay,
Tommy
I thought
walks
they
in,
just have to.
sees
Okay,
a rule break already.
I've returned.
Can't.
Okay, Splex, you guys have to change the map. What map do you want to play?
Oh, okay.
You have to use a 1v1 map though.
Yeah.
Sakil, don't take it too serious. Trust me. Trust me, Sakil. I have experience on this shit. Don't let this shit get too deep to you. It's all fucking cancer anyway. What matters is we get 8 players for the international yellow card. Don't think about it too much, Sakil. Thank you, Dutch.
Okay, and then I think the other guy chose the faction, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So.
Okay,
who's
Tommy,
leading towards you?
first round was won by Petit. It was very close
Petit
though.
won.
Almost went to the time limit. But it was very interesting. Okay, Petit?
I am here.
Yeah, you can choose the faction. We're playing the India map because we have to change the map.
I'll play Allied.
Okay, perfect.
There we
Works out.
go, man. There we go.
Okay, Tommy, can you click on the caster thing? Sorry,
I
the
did.
caster
I
on
am.
the...
I am. Oh, I need to ready up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Got
Nice,
you.
nice.
Got you.
Hello, Tommy.
Hey guys.
Tommy, do we want to go to a different channel, or do you guys
No,
just
I
want
like
to
this
mute
thing.
yourselves?
But they shouldn't hear us. True. Yeah.
Okay, let us go to the lobby channel, I guess.
Good
then,
luck,
right?
guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Lobby channel. Where the fuck's here?
Above.
Got you.
Okay.
Okie dokie, man. So Petit 1-1-0. What can you tell us about the last game? How did it go, man? What was going on?
Both players did very innovative strategies that I've not seen before. You know, like they didn't play like the meta. You know, they did like their own way.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
The allied player played his first match in this mod, like his first full match, he said. But for that, no, he played really well. Both did some small mistakes,
wow,
but nothing too severe. And I think it's also first time for the allied player, for the Axis player playing this map right now. So it's going to be very interesting to see.
So we have 2 players that like didn't prepare that much, you could say.
I mean, Petit played. I'm not sure how much he played the mod in general, but he did like 1 practice match before this matchup here. But this opponent, Splex, I think he is called, he didn't prepare at all, I think. He didn't play any multiplayer match.
I was looking for that today. I wanted to show a game, or I wanted to see a game between people that are not like Danks versus Leonard or something, and actually just see normal people fight it out. That's interesting.
Oh.
So, to understand chat, we have Petit, who's leading 1-0 on the left, on the allies, and on the Axis, Splex. If Splex loses this game, Petit takes 1 win, and he doesn't have to play another game until next Monday. Everybody has to play 1 game per week. You're not a player in the tournament, are you, CMOPs? No.
No, I'm a caster. I'm a
This is a
referee and
message to
caster.
CMOPs' chat. You guys have to bully CMOPs so much. This guy could easily win a tournament like this, but this guy doesn't care, man. It's like you're Messi, but you don't want to play football.
Yeah, you know, like I win 1 tournament and I retire.
It's actually good though. That's actually very good KD.
But yeah, they're already going. They're nice. That's nice to see.
Oh man, already going. Let's take a look. So what's the meta like? Let's take a look here. So as always, everybody takes the rapid industrialization focus first. That's totally a thing. And I think very different openings. If I look at Marcel, who has like really good opening, yeah, always the air first, right? Survivability studies, heavy MG to design a good airplane, whereas Splex, who didn't prepare, is not doing any air at all yet, so no air upgrades. Which could be leading to his downfall. Let's see.
Yeah, that we saw in the last matches is that not everybody has the same PP pick order. Usually the people pick their air advisor first, so they get AXP to design their plane really quickly, while not having to pick, but being able to still pick their economy focus the whole time. And that was what I've not seen until yet. Like they all did a different way of a build up. And that's also really nice. In the league with so many new people, there will be new metas developing because everybody comes up with new stuff, especially when they're not stuck, with the meta in their head and can't think out of the box.
Both are doing mills. Look at the building order here. Equipment, artillery 1. Artillery 1 very important here. People don't have time for artillery 2 like I will do it. Pretty basic, same build order, yeah. One guy, the right guy, isn't doing his trains. And I like how fast the games are. This it's the right amount of time, I think. It's good shit.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
Oh, by the way, I need to set up a bet for your channel really quick.
You don't have to, bro.
It's okay. It's not much
Don't worry
work.
about
It's
your
not much
own
work.
channel.
Yeah, I do that. My moderators do it for me.
You haven't been paying attention for weeks then, Chewy, my brother.
Yes.
Thank you for
no.
$15.
Oh, it's not yes and no. Who will win? Access.
What the fuck is that name?
So half an hour.
Once again, these $15 do not go to me. They're not
Guys, you can
going
bet now.
into my
by the way.
BMW. They're
Tommy,
going
you
into
can
the
stay unmuted the whole time, so I can hear what
Hoi
you're saying.
for
Even
International.
when
I
you're
just
talking
don't
to
want
each
to
other,
annoy you
it's fine.
with...
Yeah, I don't want to talk over you. You know, when I talk in the background, I
No problem.
then.
Just thank you to a viewer for $15. Every donation goes to the Hoi for International prize pool. One guy isn't using Mills here. I don't like seeing this. The allied player didn't use Mills there for a second. That was already a little micro mistake. Already perfection is gone. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Turn the other caster down. The other caster, turn him down. Turn the other caster down. I did it. Okay. So, we're watching a game between not so good people, it seems, but that's what I like. That's why I wanted to call out the league and let everybody join the league. I want to see how normal people play this. And he's going for Sivs. Wow, the Axis player, who apparently hasn't prepared at all, is already going for Sivs, which you don't see very often. The best player we have seen so far was Marcel. And, yeah,
One thing that I already see that's different is only one of the players is doing air. Like air research at the day one.
Yeah, like you said, the Axis player, in this case, my boy... I want to tell these names. Here's the name.
Flex, I think.
Splex, like you said, Splex isn't very trained in this map. He's going for spies, but we see no air out of him, which could be truly his downfall. But once again, that's why I was so excited to see a game between two unknown people and see how they work. We're gonna see no airbolt here from the Axis, which let's see how it goes. The cool thing about Hoi 4, I always thought, especially about 1-on-1, is even if you never played this 1-on-1 before, if you know Hoi 4 a bit, you have a chance here. You can try something.
Yeah. Also, what's very good to know is that the Axis player did already a no air build last match, and instead of air, he built medium tanks. And those medium tanks were actually really strong. He did a few small mistakes, for example, not getting the good traits on his generals or not having planning bonus on his tanks. If he had those things, he would have been able to actually break and win the game last time. Even though he was doing no air. It was really good. He did really good tanks. So we might be able to see tanks again this match.
That sounds very interesting. So also, if the allied player should try to exploit that. Like more cast maybe. If you know your enemy doesn't do any air, you just push cast. And you cast the living hell of your enemy. Thank you, Mathieu.
Yeah, like Petit, his opponent, also noticed that last game when he saw, oh, my enemy's not building any planes himself, he cancelled his fighter line and put everything right away on Cass. And that way he had an advantage really quickly. But that's also why intel is so important. Because if you know what your enemy is doing, it's easier for you to adapt.
We have the air designer now on Petit, who seems to be the more experienced player so far. The way he researched, the way he builds, that looks a bit more like someone that knows what's going on. But still, he has a threat in front of him here. But Splex is doing Sifs here. Sif focus, man. Both doing spies. He even now is infiltrating the civilian economy of his opponent, whereas Petit is not upgrading his branches at all. We're gonna have
the first match I expected today,
the
we also saw the Axis player, or the allied player I think it was, go for the Civ focuses first and just constantly convert the Civs to mills. And he actually was on the same mill count as his enemy. Problem was only that he was a bit behind in the factory output, because the other guy gets all the mills instantly,
well
and he gets them.
Not do it that way then.
Yeah.
Pussy! 15 euros for the liege. I invited my girlfriend over so that we can watch you sink that big old ship later. Have fun.
Thank you, Rodzod, for another $15 to the Hoi for International, man. That's already $30 more for the prize pool, man. Nothing but love for the people that truly support Hoi 4. And you invited your girlfriend over to watch the balding ginger play U-boat. That's actually kind of romantic. No, I feel like I owe you guys a good stream. Yeah,
but I enjoy the U-boat content, man. It's so nice. I feel really immersed, you know? Yeah. I turn off all the lights in my room, and then I just have the one monitor with you sitting there, and I feel like I'm in a U-boat.
I'm so surprised that I was just doing this variety thing where people can vote for a game, and then I played a game they voted for, and it's so successful. Looks like sometimes listening to your community...
Trying out new stuff can't hurt, man.
Yeah, it has to be
everything
always,
is like a Glücksgriff, I would say.
For my channel, though, it has to always be World War II content. If I play Fortnite, nobody watches that. But if it's like World War II stuff, people go, they kummel over their screens.
Yeah. I played BattleBit earlier today, and people also enjoyed that.
Roblox
it's like a
with,
Roblox Battlefield, basically.
Yeah, I saw that. That looked so weird. I can't get why that game is so hype right now.
I mean, it's like it feels like we're playing Battlefield 2 or Battlefield 3 again. You know, it's like in-game voice chat. It's like good gunplay, nice sounds. You know, the only thing that's bad is graphics. But
60 versus 60, or what is it?
Yeah, it's 64 versus 64 or 128 versus 128.
Actually sounds cool.
Like
and is it arcadey, or if you get shot, you're fucking dead? Like
you die really quickly.
Okay. That's okay.
Also, sometimes the servers are a bit laggy, so you get hit like 3 times in a second from one gun. But it could be funny. You could maybe try it out. It's not that expensive. A viewer of mine gifted it to me. So that's why I played it. I usually never buy stuff, but yeah, people gift it to me, I have to play it.
The Axis player is going mad into cryptology now. Is he gonna have time to decrypt his enemy here? He's wasted a lot of civs already into the cryptology, whereas Petite is using his economy already on important stuff, such as guns, and now Fighter 2s are coming in. He's gonna rule the air. I think what's important here, I always ask myself, what makes a good player? It's important for the allied player. It's important for Petite to understand, hey, my enemy has 0 air, so let's not go too deep on air. He should do CAS. And if you look at the production line of Petite, he is putting, what is that, 14 mils on air. But he only needs like 2 fighters to have green air anyway. He should be very... This is an interesting question about Petite.
Yeah.
Will he know that he's overbuilding air?
I mean, last match he did it like the same way, you know. He had first a full fighter line with 14 factories on it, and then he spectated his enemy, and at a certain point when he noticed his enemy's not actually building air, he just cancelled the fighter line and switched over to CAS.
That's clever, though. That means he's adaptable. That's good.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. He's using his intel, which is, as I said multiple times before, it's the most important thing. Because if you have enough intel on your enemy, you can't be surprised. If you can't be surprised, there's a lot of possibilities of you losing a game gone, you know? It's way harder for you to lose.
Splex did 4 civs and then he went over to Mills. Like, he listens to us, or it's like a meta we don't know.
No, he did the same thing last time too.
He wants these 4 civs, huh? And the funny thing is, if I look at both people's factory count, they're not even that different.
Yeah,
Like
the thing is with the...
an advantage of 6 right now for a while.
The thing is with the civs, when you get them early on, they will pay off because you can, you have building way quicker. Problem is just in early on you will lack a lot of factory output because you're getting your military factories a bit later. And yeah, I saw somebody earlier who just went only for the civ focuses first, which is I think actually good strategy because the civ focuses are 15 days shorter than the military factory ones, so you can get them really quickly.
Oh, they're shorter?
Yeah, and then if you convert them while having war economy and one of the advisors that gives you factory conversion speed, thus you can convert 1 civ into a mill in 10 days.
Okay.
So, while your enemy gets the mill focuses where he gets like, I don't know, 8 mills from, you can convert 5 civs to mills in that same time.
Like
and it's pretty decent, I would say. Since, like the focuses are also shorter, you can, and if you go for the mills right away after that, you could pay off. But I think still going for the mills first is the better.
Yeah, I will. That's what I will do so far. It's interesting that if Petite will have the intel ledger of Splex on, he will see there's not a single air designer telling him this is going to be a no air build from Splex. We now see the medium tank designer, and we see the arm XP gain. This should tell Splex here that he will not face any air. Switch over to him.
Really interested in seeing what the Axis player is going to do. He has a tank designer already.
Thank you, Rodsod and Shen. Thank you, guys.
Because he's not building any tanks or designing any tanks right now. Or researching any tanks, I mean. So I think that's a bit of a waste so early. But it tells us he might be going for tanks again. And his tanks last match were actually really decent.
I always love that moment when they pick their nation. I love that shit.
Yeah,
when they
it's like the big reveal. Ooh.
It's like when the Dota 2 International pick and ban phase. Okay, I think they're both done with mills now, right? No, one more for the Axis player. And the Allies player is almost done with all his mills.
Tommy, imagine at some point when there's like so many factions that you could pick, that get added to the mod.
Yeah.
That at some point they have to like work with bans and stuff that you can ban like one.
That's why I also wanted to choose this mod over my own mod because they're already so far. And the developer of this mod, I think it really I hope it motivates that person that I now chose this mod too for my event. So the developer knows, hey, we appreciate your mod, and he can really just keep working on these nations, man. That'd be sweet.
I mean, I can tell you that that he's very motivated, because I know I also cast the Speed 5 tournaments on the weekend. They also have a league. And yeah, they already told me that there's a big mid-season update coming out soon with a new map and a lot of changes.
That's so cool,
very
though.
interesting.
And that's where I just have to be honest that my one-on-one Michael that never kept up. I had great developers, great guys. They hate me now. They're super mad at me. They don't talk to me anymore because I called the one-on-one mob development. But they're great guys, and it's just we could never keep up with this. And now we have a great mod, and we have diversity with all these map picks and shit. If they actually switch maps up on game 2, and it's exciting, man. Mechanized now from the allies. John, go fuck yourself, John. Today I bought your package, but also go fuck yourself, John. I have nothing. I have to work.
Out, I would say, because this side is like the Norwegian tree, like either the Norwegian tree or the Allied Special Forces Operation Command Headquarters, whatever. And those are really good for difficult terrain. You get really good bonuses for mountaineers, for mountains. Get good rangers. Get good bonuses for anti-air. And also a quite decent navy on the right side, which you won't need on this map, but...
Yeah. But anti-air sounds pretty bad right now against this kind of opponent. We have in Italy versus Scandinavian guys. The King's Choice is made... This is... You could kind of say, what is this? Norway and Sweden, or is it just...
I think it's supposed to be Norway, and the right path is like a Special Forces. Like, you know, like the SAS, whatever they were called. At least that's what Richmond told me.
Mountbatten versus Italy. Oh man, let's go.
Italy, that's also interesting. Like, I've not seen Italy pick that much, but today we already had 3 games, like, of 4 matches that I watched, where 3 times Italy already. And Italy is actually decent, you know?
Yeah, and
the
he's
only
rushing
thing I think
anti-tank
that like is Italy is...
Hey, Italy is the thing that Discord Pixel chose to beat Leonard, man, in my favorite game of all times, dude. Oh, that was the greatest shit in the world. Leonard Pixel, you're a fucking legend. Thank you, John. You're fucked up in the head. Thank you, man. Does anyone else get 5 out of 5 tampon commercials on this channel? Anyway, so we're sponsored by tampons for all the pussies that didn't join the league. And we're getting closer, 130 days until the war. CMOPs, as someone that actually is very good at this mod and actually won a tournament once, as you start casting, as you start judging, your head is a bit in this mod. If you were a player, what do you think would be your favorite map, pick, and nation pick? Where would you be like, oh, this is my favorite map, I will probably always play Germany? Where would you see yourself as someone that actually knows what the hell he's doing?
I mean, map-wise, it depends a lot on who I'm facing. Am I facing a player that's like taking Admiral, that's like 12 years old, you know, that has like, has an APM of 200? Then I would probably choose a map like the Sonnenblume one, you know, because it's a way smaller map, you know, in terms of like micro that you need there, because it's like, you know, like only 5 tiles wide or something like that. I would choose that map over China map. But right now, my favorite, I would say, I think still is Across the Rhine, just because I played it the most and it's early action and stuff like that. I would choose that one. It just depends on my opponent.
They also call that the CMOPs gets this heavy tank and circled map, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Why does everybody keep bringing it up, man?
That's when you're like in tournaments and stuff. If shit happens, you're a meme. Dude, Italy rushed anti-tank and now he goes back to civs, back to mills. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's...
He's doing air now. Improved
one thing
air.
That's the thing that I meant earlier. That guy's a bit, you know, he's newer to the mod. That's like what I think he's overcommitting too much. He's gonna go for air, tanks, and then also like anti-tank and everything. You know, there's no need to go for anti-tank if you build tanks yourself, because your tanks can counter enemy tanks.
And he's so late on that air now. He's already behind 40 planes, which is a lot in this mod, and he'll have a very, very hard time keeping up against the allied player here on his air count. The question really of the allied player is, when is he gonna switch over to CAS? It's good to have green air, ladies and gentlemen, but you need to do something with that green air. It's not enough if you just look good. You also got to get late sometimes, and we need to see CAS here from the allied player who chose the Special Forces of Norway as his pick.
Yeah. Did he go for left side or right side?
Right side. He went...
Oh, right side. Oh, yeah. Right.
That's also what I like about... I want to be honest, I don't know that much about the mod yet, and that's why I want to cast more games to really understand the mod and understand what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I already have a lot of games that, you know, like, since I'm a referee, that people have to write me if I'm there, you know, to cast their games. And I already have a few games for tomorrow, Wednesday, and stuff like that, so I can just always DM you if you're...
Nice, man, and thank you for your work, man.
No problem.
Sweet
you know, like,
shit.
Also, thank you so much to the guy who's organizing most of the stuff, you know,
yeah,
with
Sakiro's a goddamn
Saki, yeah.
He always
was in my chat the whole
that
time, and...
It feels like mega cancer, because so many people text him, they can't find their opponents. But again, guys, it's day 1. You have 1 week to find your opponent. Don't go crazy yet. He's spawning in a Mountaineer, and then he gets an 18 with Marine Division. Interesting.
Yeah. I would have maybe went for the left side of the tree, because on the left side you also get a Mountaineer, but you also get a better Doctrine, which I would say is superior firepower.
Then what does he get from the right side that helps him a bit?
He gets infantry equipment production cost, which is pretty nice. The modifier, which is pretty good on a big map like this one. He gets the special forces. He gets a special forces capacity multiplier of 15%, which is pretty high, which means he will be able to have way more special forces than usual. He also gets 15% extra attack for special forces, which is a lot. 15%, that's really good.
It looks like you could call this a marine build, I would feel like. It feels like a marine build.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you combine all of these, like, modifiers for having more special forces, having extra attack for them, with the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine, I can see this being a really, really powerful one. Maybe more on a more static map, you know, like the Nordwind or Sonnenblume, but not on a map like this one where it's like really, you see how big the map is, you know? It's like so huge and so many tiles where the enemy can just go around you.
I like how this game shows a big mistake that you probably have to drop if you want to win this tournament, which is knowing what your enemy is doing. We see the Axis player research a lot of anti-tank, even doing anti-tank. He just finished anti-tank 2, whereas his enemy allies doesn't even have a tank. He's doing anti-tank, but there's nothing to pierce with it. That's... If the Axis player would have had more information about the gameplay of his opponent, he would have saved so much time that he invested in... Look at how much anti-tank. Free on anti-tank 2. He went for an anti-tank focus. This could all be considered a bit of a loss of time. A loss of resources.
Also, what we see both players doing, they put more factories on air than they have resources for, so they're both going to take some penalties to their production. A lot of support equipment from our allied player here. 5 factories with support equipment. He tends to build like units that are not like the meta, I would say. If you check out the allied division template called Infantry Division 2, he also puts engineer companies into all of them, which are they are actually really good. But do you have the production, to put them in all your divisions early on a map like this where you need a lot of divisions to fill the front line?
That's what I felt.
I'm not sure.
That's what I felt when I played the mod. I was so greedy. I was like, oh, let's do civs, and every division gets upgrades, blah blah. And I felt, whoa, you have no divisions ready. They're all under-equipped, and the game just started. It's very hard to find the perfect balance to be a control player in here. Like, how greedy can you get away with?
I mean, it also depends on what your enemy is doing, Is your enemy going for a build where he gets the VPs and just sits, or is he doing a build where he tries to kill you as quickly as possible? Because if he's doing a build where enemy is also sitting back, it might be better for you to go for the civs first, because then you scale better in the late game. But, that's all about game knowledge and knowing your enemies and knowing the mod, so that will be very interesting to see how that goes on in the future.
That is true, and we want to really quickly thank ThatDude22 for $10 towards the Hoi for International prize pool. Love the one-on-one video on YouTube today. Wait, there was a one-on-one video today? I didn't know. And we thank Shen for 200 euros for the Hoi 4 prize pool. Shen, you are a goddamn G, you crazy fuck. And as always, I want everyone who donates to this shit know that you guys are building one of the... Hopefully, my plan is to build the greatest Paradox tournament the world has ever seen. And it's a community coming together, people like CMobs, these two, and people, you guys donating, that bring us all together and create, hopefully, one of the craziest tournaments strategy gaming has ever seen. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
I mean, wasn't the biggest tournament in, Paradox tournament until now, what was it called, international?
Yeah. I wanna... Let's see what happens. I don't think I will kill the view count of that, because Hoi 4 has died a bit in the last 3 years, compared to 3 years ago. Yeah. But my personal ultimate goal, and I'm gonna make sure that happens, that's my promise to everyone. Oh, Asian got killed, very unlucky. Is that we will have at least 10k prize pool. That's my #1 goal and rule. I want the world to see that agents. And I remember you. This is because of you also, CMobs. This is a cool little side story. When we were in Stockholm in January, right? I was getting to know CMobs. We were talking to each other, and he was winning the tournament. And I talked to him, and he said, right? I found out every player got the same money for being there. Being rank 1 or rank 8 meant nothing. And I realized, bro, you gotta give these people a prize pool. And also, once again, I think about CMobs. I was talking to CMobs, and he's like, yeah, I just want to cast, I don't want to play. And I realized, bro, if someone that's this good doesn't want to play, isn't the problem the prize pool? If there's a lot of money in this, wouldn't people like CMobs, maybe not him, but others like him, be more open to actually play, you know, and not...
And invest time.
Yeah,
that's also
you have to invest time. That's why I truly believe that you need a prize pool. Without a prize pool, nothing's gonna fucking happen.
I mean, I myself don't have much time to invest. Because I'm at university, I have to work at the same time. I work voluntarily in the Red Cross. I don't have much time to spend a lot of time, preparing for this stuff, because it really requires a lot of time to, if you want to compete on the top level. It's like everywhere, where you have to compete, like in Counter-Strike or in football or whatever. You need to put in the hours, you need to prepare, you need to train. And yeah, it's a big investment, but in the end, in case of this tournament, for example, it can pay off really, really well.
Very nice. And
especially when you're younger.
Going Italy, still an anti-tank, getting advanced light tanks. Very interesting choice. His Italy 3 just spawned, and 200 fighters, very important, and 5 irregular divisions, whereas the allied player playing his marine build behind the lines. He's building up his marines, but we don't see any marines yet. I'm a bit confused about that. And the boys are going to meet in the middle here soon. Game number 2. And the Axis needs a win desperate here. Thank you so much for 50 gifted, Shen. Once again, you're fucked in the head. Nothing but love, man. Thank you, guys. But let's focus on the game. No disrespect. I don't focus on the game, though. Thank you, guys. And there's the first Marine. The Royal Marine Corps coming out of South Delhi, going to the front line. Thank you, John, for another 50 gifted. Thank you. Let's focus on the game now. Thank you. Okay, they're meeting up. Man, what I hate as a caster is that deep inside my soul, there's old Tommy. There's this 26-year-old Tommy that had no money, and he's like, I want to play this. I want to beat them all. Every time I watch these guys, I would like to play this too. But
do you feel like you were, like you felt when you were on the stage of the StarCraft tournament?
Nah, that's where it was very different. There I was ultra mega nervous, but Hoi 4 is the biggest game of my life, right? And this is turning out to be the greatest esports time of Hoi 4. And but it's time to give the younger people more of a stage. I mean, if I join this tournament, everybody just gets wrecked, and we gotta give people.
Yeah, that's true. Where's the fun in competing when you already know who's gonna win?
That's
like
yeah.
That's understandable.
That's the truth. But it's always I'm tired of over getting so sentimental. But it's so cool that after all these years of Hoi 4, we're now on this stage. We have a 1-on-1 league. Speed 5 is doing stuff. Everybody's doing things. It's
I also wouldn't think, like when I started streaming, I would sit here with you casting Hoi 4 games.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that.
You always said that. Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm not. I'm just like you, CMobs. We're all the same, bro. We all just love a game.
Yeah.
The difference between me and you is table tennis still, right? Let's focus on the game. Jesus, my God, I need to focus on the game.
We table tennis again for the 3rd time now. Wow.
We have. Thank you for 100, John, you idiot.
The special force pushing this off. They're going to take the mountain range.
Take the river? No, he's not. He's not. No. With the Mountaineers, he has special force buff.
With
the debuffs are massive. 25 terrain, 25 experience. Experience debuff. That's so interesting. Experience debuff.
Yeah,
always attacking with
greens. Big factor.
Huge. Thank you, Tony, man. Thank you. Huge. I would think that's almost a huge mistake here, and I'm learning so much from this, and other people playing the league should learn from this too. You gotta practice your divisions, man. These Mountaineers are supposed to break a mountain, but they have a minus 25% modifier for being green. You gotta train them up. You're missing 25% modifier, a huge difference.
Yeah. Compared to the stats that the Mountaineers getting, that has plus 25% modifier from regular, it's very important, And if you get them all the way up to veterans, which is very, very hard, you can get 75% extra stats, and that's gigantic.
I also just saw a river penalty from Nagpur to the east. I saw a 50%.
Yeah, no, the thing is, the only unit that was in the battle there was the one attacking from the south upwards, and that there's a river below Nagpur. There's another mountaineer there. That one had a penalty.
I love the stalemates because that's when skill matters. You don't rush anyone down. Now you gotta show stuff.
Yeah, now you need to think. And we already see some thinking from the Axis player. If you switch to the POV and zoom out a bit, what can you see?
If you zoom out of the Axis player?
No, you take to the Axis player and you zoom out a bit. What do you see? Something innovative,
that's activity. I like seeing that, man. He is playing Marines against the Marine player, and the issue I see with the Allied player, who's the favorite to win here with the 1-0 lead, is that he's building a Marine build, but he's not using Marines. The only thing he's looking for is to have a Special Forces buff to take the mountains. Clever though, he knows he has to beat the mountains here on the India map. That's clever, but he's still not training his Mountaineers. He doesn't understand his Mountaineers have a 25% debuff from not being trained. He needs to figure it out very, very soon. What is he doing focus-wise? 50% bonus for all his Mountaineers, whereas the Axis player, let's take a look at him. He is going on Tankets. What does that mean? He is getting a light tank production bonus, and as we can see in his production, he is getting deep into his light tanks. And finally, the air war is going to the player that hasn't built early air. You gotta be kidding me. Spawning in 200 fighters from the Italy trees, helping him so much here against Norwegian Marines. He's winning the air war, even though he went air so much later. He's looking like an accidental genius here.
Yeah, also his opponent has 170 fighters, but only half of them are flying, because one of the air wings doesn't have a mission.
Oh, we can see big micro mistakes then from Petite. Yes, standby. He has one air wing on standby. He's losing fighters. Can we see the trade? 0 to 1. He's in trouble here on air, man. And how much is production?
Right now, if I look at the trade in last days, the allied player lost 7 planes and shot down 24. So he's trading 1 to 3 right now, almost 1 to 4.
Yeah, the allied player is building much more planes though. He's building 2 more planes a week. So
also the spawning planes the Axis player got from the focus tree are not actually that good. If you compare them to the other units that other planes you get, they are not that strong.
And the planes are going, and the naval invasion is going too. The Italian navy is out. We're gonna see naval invasion. There's no defense here. Petite in trouble. He's overwhelmed. The APM is just not there. There's little micro mistakes that could lead to a big downfall here. He's now even losing the planes. Maybe not. Let's take a look at the supply hubs here. Beautiful supply hub systems here. And this is a river attack in the south.
I'm not sure about the naval invasion though, because our allied player has his navy out on combo raid. So there might be a naval battle there. Coming
naval battle? And he broke the mountain.
Soon.
His tactic.
I will tell you when that happens.
He wanted to boost a Mountaineer build to break the mounts, and he just did that. Even with green. Okay, now, dude, he went from green. What the fuck? He has now a regular Mountaineer without the debuff, and he just crushed that mountain. He just unlocked his 15%. No, he doesn't even have it. He broke that without the 15% Mountaineer damage bonus. The pressure is now coming against the Axis, but how are we looking with that naval invasion?
Naval battle. South of, tip of India. Both fleets, I think, are the same size, but it looks like the Italian one has a few more stats, even though it doesn't have a designer on it.
Sorry, not designer. Down here. Yeah, no commander here on the Italian side.
Yeah, sorry.
Little micro mistakes, still taking down destroyers. The Italian Navy just better now. The Norwegian Navy getting out. That means the Marines are gonna go through. He's gonna actually invade his enemy here. And we need to see Petite get to to protect this. He's in trouble, and he just spawned divisions. That's the micro we want to see. He just spawned 7 divisions.
The combo raiding battle showed him that there is a naval invasion coming, because there would not be another reason for there to be any units.
The naval invasion failed. 2 happened on the side. That means 2 divisions will go down here. A good kill for the Allied Nations. The Allied Nations are now slowly
Look how many divisions he has there. 12 other ones deployed now.
Yeah, these side divisions will all get killed, unfortunately.
No.
They have no port. Thank you, John. Oh, the Axis player has to come up with something here. We need to see something. He's even doing more planes now. He also is doing 2 lines, I think, not to lose efficiency or something. Where are these light tanks? He has 300 light tanks. These light tanks have to come out soon. He might want to try something in the plains of the north, which are actually protected by a river. We gotta see Italian light tanks here very, very soon. He's now building a breakout fleet, doing the focus, unlocking 3 battleships, but the invasion is dead, and that's 4 divisions down for Italy here.
Yeah, that's the problem I saw the Axis player have last match too. He also built like 500 units of anti-air last match, not now, and then forgot to put it into his divisions, you know, stuff like that. It's big investments that are not being used. You know, that's stuff that you manage to avoid when you practice a lot.
I'm hoping, actually, for the Axis to win this, to have a final game, man. To have, I love when it's best of 3 full out. Very stationary still. The Marines are coming back. 2 have actually survived this. The stalemate is there. Currently, the Allied Nations have 2 out of 3 victory points. They're favored to win. And it is the Axis player that will have to come down some. We still have a year. It's still going to take a while. We now get British... Everybody's playing Navy now. 25 destroyers, 5 light cruisers, and a British convoy escort fleet. That is the British escort fleet. People are going for Navy here. Quite interesting. And the interesting thing with late game is that the one who picked the better nation gets stronger, but the one playing the Special Forces build, the Allied Nations, is making use of that, and he's breaking through the mountains with his Mountaineers. These Mountaineers are godlike. His entire focus revolves around very, very good Special Forces. 15% attack bonus. These Mountaineers are strong as hell, and he just took another mountain tile.
He's also going for his merchant marine escort fleet now, which will help him, deny any future naval invasions here. And he also went for his 15% attack bonus for special forces, which will make it way easier for him to push, because Mountains are just going to get even better now.
It shows he thought about this before. He knows this map is India and the south of the mountains, so that's the Mountaineers. And we see the first light tank now coming out for the X player. 32 with light tank. Not the best soft attack with breakthrough though. 5.2 kilometers only. We will see if this light tank can actually get something done here. It's kind of like the last ace up on the sleeve of the Axis player playing Italy here. I feel like the Allied player could be a bit more active with the Mountaineers here. He's not getting attacked into his planes. He should not lose that. He's sending 2 Marines over to protect that. And the Mountaineers are so strong right now. I feel like he should put pressure on this. There's a supply hub in reach. We need activity here from Petit.
Yeah. You should try at least to take the mountains, like the 2 that are left in Axis control in the south. Because it would make it way easier for him to stabilize the front end in the south, and then he could move his Mountaineers to the north and take the supply up there. And then he can threaten Patna from the north, and make it front line a bit longer, way harder for the enemy to hold.
I love this right now. I'm watching the Allied player, Petit, and he's so overwhelmed. He has open mills, he has open research, he has open focuses. You can see right here, chat, this is where diamonds are crushed into coal. No, the other way around. He is overwhelmed right now, and it's understandable. It happens to everybody. Don't want to shit on him. His micromanagement is under a lot of stress right now. The Axis player actually is doing everything. He's using all his resources. Nothing bad.
The problem is with the Axis player is he's building a lot of anti-tank, He has 500 anti-tank on stockpile, 3 factories on it. He's not using it though. The enemy is not building any tanks, so it's a waste. He could have killed the line already. He saw that his enemy's not going for tanks.
That's another example of just micromanagement, of macro and micro coming together. And that's what I love about this 1-on-1 league. This is what was my goal the whole time. I wanted, for the first time, this was what I always hated about Hoi 4. No one needed APM. Once again, I remember you, C-Mobs. I have a picture in my head of you. Every night, man. Every night. I remember I was casting your final game against College. I really mean this. I remember this. And it triggered me to do this 1-on-1 event. And I was watching you on the camera, and you know what you did? You know what you did? You were in a final game, and you put your hand on your chin. You didn't even use your hands. And I was like, what is this, man? We're playing Hoi 4 1-on-1 here, and this guy doesn't even use his hands. He has like 10 APM. And I was like, bro, we gotta get this higher, man.
The thing is, now what you also need to know, though, for that map, that didn't require a lot of APM. I just had to sit there, wait for College to do his move, and then press last stand. That was the problem with the old Sonnenblume map. But now they changed it, made it a bit bigger, made it easier to push, and now it's more dynamic. And also, especially all the new maps, the India one and the one in China, the Marco Polo one, they're all way bigger, way more fluid, more micro than needed there, so that's really nice. I also like that there's like different maps, where different people can show their strengths,
Yeah, not always the same. That was also a weakness of my 1-on-1 mod. Always the same map. And in my private time, I watch a lot of Grubby. He's an old Warcraft 3 pro, and you watch him, and he has 300 APM. Click, 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 click. And I always felt like I want to see that in Hoi 4. I want to see people click fast, and I have an open mill, let's go, research, bam, bam. And people that practice the map so much, they know what to research. They just click research, bam, this one, they don't even think about it. This focus.
And that's also, again, another reason why practice is so important, because you get automatism, you have a way in your head, you know exactly what to click one time. You don't need to pause really quick and think, what am I supposed to do next? Because when you have to think, that's when you will get out micro and lose against somebody who actually knows what he's supposed to do all the time.
And that's what I'm so excited about, of the future of this league and international, and just the future of this mod, is that it's crystal clear that in the next months, and maybe even years, we will see players become really good at Hoi 4. We're going to see people control grouping, APMing, man, and we're going to see greatness. The Marines now breaking the river tile here. He's slowly pushing the Axis back. Where the hell is that light tank? Why is the anti-tank not being used? He's out of guns. The Axis player is against the fence slowly now. And this light tank is taking forever before it can finally show action. And that's the cool thing also, that the allied player can just play smooth right now. He's in a big advantage. He can just hold the 2 points for 315 days. He's holding. There's nothing threatening him. His production looks good. He's, I think, slowly getting ahead in air. Also winning the air war now. Now winning the air war of Axis.
The thing is, where, as I said earlier, with the Swannin fighters, they are really not good. If you look at the air trades over the air zone for the last months, the Axis player lost 139 fighters and only shot down 5.
Oh wow! Oh shit!
He probably
fuck.
it could be like that he had his planes in the airport that had like no fuel or something in it, but you know that damn 139 to 5. That's like a rate of 1 to. I can't calculate. It's a really good rate for the player here.
The thing is, C-Mobs, do it on your stream. Check the Axis airplane and then the Allied airplane. That's the difference that preparation makes, right there. That's the difference.
Oh
the
yeah, okay.
Allied
Yeah, I see it
airplane
already.
just hits on the Axis airplane, which shows the Axis player didn't prepare much.
Yeah.
It's the first time he's playing this, and his airplanes are just technologically very
That's
behind.
like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but it's horrible.
Yeah.
That air design.
And stuff like this is gonna make him in the end probably get the loss here, getting 0-2. Petit taking the first win in week number 1 here of 16 weeks of gameplay, and here push is coming. He might actually get to the supply hub here, and it's starting to look very grim for our Axis players. The final ace is the light tank. The light tank, though, so far away from being ready. 3rd of July. More than a month, a bit less than a month. There's the first light tank, actually. Divisione Corosata is on its way. But the stats, though.
The problem, if you just look at the light tank he's building, it's I don't, like as I said, I don't want to be rude or anything, but it's like one of the worst light tank designs I've ever seen.
M11.
Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. You know, it has like 26 hard attack, 15 soft attack. You don't need hard attack, you only need something in tanks.
Yes,
it has
perfect. 5
breakthrough because it's using a high velocity cannon. High velocity cannons are good if you want to have to pierce armor, but your enemy is not doing tanks, so you know,
100%.
Like it has no soft attack, no breakthrough. It's slow. At least it has reliability.
Yeah,
so
it's
not
just
gonna, like,
another
break down
amazing
anymore.
example of how important knowledge is. He just totally misdesigned this light tank. He's trying to hunt tanks, but there are no tanks. He's stepping over a river here, and he is slowly crumbling away. And this is once again coming to what I said in the beginning. I wanted to see 2 normal people, not someone known like Dankus. I wanted to see one of their games, and you really can see the difference that preparation makes. It's not even skill or APM right now. It's preparation, man. And you could argue if the Axis player, if Splex will have prepared a bit more, he could be a much bigger threat here for Petit. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Petit actually the one preparing himself, preparing the Mountaineer build and the mountain map, and that will in the end probably give him the first win of the league.
Yeah.
Lost the supply up now. It would be very meta right now for the Allied player to connect Nagpur. Very cool by the developer of the mod that you have to actually connect this with a railway to get the full supply hub value out of there.
Requires a lot of supply micro, and that's also really important.
And these light tanks are not just, they're breaking nothing. These
They
light
have,
tanks...
they're already out of fuel, like after fighting for 1 day, and they're not trained, and man, they have like no stats. It
once
hurts
again,
to watch, man.
My dear chat, 25% debuff if you have an on-trained division, but if you have a trained division, 25% buff. Very important to play with veterancy in this game, especially on your breakthrough units that actually are supposed to do damage. And it's looking good now. The Axis has to come up with something here. Right now, he is unlocking 224 with infantry divisions. He's then unlocking Giovanni Messe, who could be considered actually an industry hero. He has a -5 consumer goods and minus 10 garrison damage. Won't really help him here. What is the final general of Norway? What is he unlocking? I want to see his general. So to understand, chat, I want you all to learn this mod, because we're going to show this mod for a lot of months. At the end of your tree, you get your hero. You get your field marshal. He gets Louis Mountbatten, -10 supply, and 10% more special forces. -10 supply. Very nice, man.
Yeah, and once again, what I want to say is that everybody, if you look at the matchup right now, which is not very high skill level, everyone can sign up and have a chance to get into the invitation.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
Like, if you look at this, you know, these people didn't even prepare. And imagine, over 200 people that already sign up. If half of them don't prepare, and you are lucky with, you know, your opponents that you can easily, you know, get 16 wins. Not easily, but you know, have a chance of getting a lot of wins.
And don't forget,
you don't need to be a Hoi 4 pro to play here.
Exactly, but don't forget, being in the top 8 means you're in the money. The top 8 will all receive money. That's the goal here. And he's easily holding this forest tile here. It's looking grim. The Axis player must understand he's far behind. The designs are just weak. This is really a loss of design. 644 anti-tank. That is not being used. That just doesn't help anybody. Mountbatten is Indian-British. Okay, there we go. And what's the ultimate of this? Is the I call this the ultimate, chat. You get a final focus. The ultimate of the Scandinavians is command power and special forces training time. That sounds mad boring. It sounds mad boring. And the Italian ultimate is, I think it's an air one. By blood alone, it's a massive air ultimate. Ace generation, air XP, 10% more cast damage. Oh, mwah.
That would be very powerful if he actually knew how to design his planes.
Yeah. No one did cast, right? Now imagine the allied player taking. Yeah. Maybe. No, he has one close air support now. Cast 2 finally. Oh, but only 5.
He went very high on air after he noticed that he was literally completely destroying the enemy air force.
Yeah. If he would have known earlier, he would win the air war this easily. He could have done cast earlier and now cast away. But this looks grim. Cast is now coming in for green for the allied nations. I don't know how the Axis will get away with this. He still has
the one
time.
thing that I see that the allied player is doing wrong though, which is pretty important, he has no planning bonus.
Yeah, people. That's the
especially on the grand battle plan doctrine.
Yeah,
it's very important.
Yeah, it's so important. But that's once again, that's the micro. People, I realize when I play this mod, like just on stream, people watching, you're so nervous. You're so goddamn nervous. You're like, oh I want to do everything, and then you start, what's that called? Tunnel visioning. You tunnel vision, and you forget important stuff. Like
especially when Tommy's watching, you know, it's not just the referee watching; it's 1.2k people watching.
Yeah,
maybe even your mama or your papa. You know?
Also, I like that you talked about Grand Battle Plan, which shows me another... I always like to think how to be better, how to play better. The Axis player could take his spies and put them behind the enemy lines, taking away the planning bonus of Grand Battle Plan. If your opponent chooses... you know it's a good counter for a Grand Battle Plan enemy. So this guy chose Grand Battle Plan. What you now do is you put your spies behind, and we all know, maybe... A spy makes the enemy entrenchment go lower and the enemy maximum planning. If you have spies on your enemy and they don't get caught, you can completely destroy the planning bonus of a Grand Battle Plan player. And I think really in the future when we see high-level games between high-level players, it's all these little details that will make the big difference of who's taking away Toy for the National 2023, hosted by Bruce Buffer. You guys even know who Bruce Buffer is, or I'm just a boomer? Paratroopers unlocked. Oh, he got his flag now. Ah, cool.
Yeah, that's I also like it, you know, that both nations, you know, like the colors change and stuff like that.
That's cool, yeah, I
it
like
will
that.
be the same for the allied player once he picks his one, but it will take him some more time.
Armata, he's playing a donkey. Ah, fuck me. But yeah, very, very stable here, man. The light tanks of the Axis player just don't do anything. They just miss the stats. They're weak, river crossing, low supply.
That's 8 factories gone to waste, you know, and then also 15 factories gone to waste in terms of the air production because air design is bad, and that's already game. It's half his economy building stuff that that won't matter later. And also still the anti-tank, 700 anti-tank in stockpile, also not being used.
And now the point for the allied players, just hold. There's no threat. You can easily go away with the game and get your first win. Another thing I think about this league a lot, I'm very interested. Thank you for 3 years, Mikey, my dude. Is that I believe out of these 200 players, a lot of them are just like, oh, I'm just, you know, let's just chill and see what happens, but you know. But I feel like it's psychology. Once you get 3 wins, 4 wins, once you get 3-0, 4-0, like Petit. Like, Petit doesn't look like the greatest player in the world right now. But imagine Petit in 3 weeks has a 3-0. You know what's going to happen? In his brain, he's going to sit at home and he's going to be like, maybe I should actually put some time into this. I have 3 wins, 0 losses. Maybe there's a chance, you know? And then the creme de la creme is going to get made. That's why I didn't just make it international, just invite 8 people, make it international. That's why I wanted to make the league. I want to see newcomers. I want to see new people. I want to see people come out of the woodwork and shit on established people like Dankus. Maybe this whole tournament is just to fuck Dankus up. I don't know. Maybe, you know. And I love seeing that. I love that new names are coming up. People get motivated and that people want to really show some. I remember, dude, when I was like 24, winning, like, if you win the international rank 1, you take like, I don't know, 5-6k money home. Bro, when I was 25, 6k, that's like almost 1.5 years of working. Like, what? And tax free, right? You don't fucking tell your tax attorney you made that money. Bro, what? You're fucking set for like a year. At least where I used to live, man. So, young, poor people in the chat, join the league, get going, become pro, show us what you got, and win some big money, boys.
It's how much money I used to get around Australia for like a year. But I also worked in Australia a bit. But 6,000, like $5,000 I think I used. Was really good. Like you could go to Australia for probably half a year with that. You just need to know where to sleep.
Yeah. I made 450 euros a month as a young person. And so that's 5.4k in a year. So winning the international means I didn't have to work for 1 year. Especially for young people, that's good money. Now paratrooping, man. I like that. I like when players don't give up. The allied player could just be like, I'm fine here. I'm winning the game. You need to attack me. But he doesn't do that. He's actually willing to do some damage. He is trying to... That's genius. That's genius. He's taking the 2 cross sections that turn off every single ray supply. If he actually lands on this, which there's a little micro mistake. He has to still put 1 paratrooper on the other one. He's gonna kill the entire supply of his enemy. That's how you prepare an attack. The Russians should learn from this. You take the supply and then you attack while the enemy is on the back foot, has no supply. Looking very good for Petiti, and I love to see his activity.
But wait, Tommy, one question really quick. How old are you? If you are willing to answer it.
How old do you think I am?
Oh shit. Let me think really quick.
Be careful.
I say 38, that's like almost 40, that would be an insult. So I say 32.
I'm 32, perfect, man. Why would you... 38 to 32, that's a big difference, man.
Nah, like, I wasn't like gonna say like 35 or something, but 32 sounds like, oh, you're almost 30, and 30 is almost 20.
What the fuck?
No, if I said 30, I don't know, 5, that's like a 5 you round up, and it's almost 40, so, that would have been a big insult.
A very young 32, but in spirit and esports still 20. Now, let's focus on the game at hand here. Listen, chat, if I didn't have a baby, I will join this tournament and fuck everyone up. You shut your mouth, boys. You shut your mouth. Okay. Actually, though, all jokes aside, like Simov said before, if you join a tournament like this, the thing is you have to prepare. You have to put time into this, man. If you just, like you see the Italy player didn't prepare, and you get fucked for it, man. And preparation is so much in Hoi 4, especially also in this mod. You gotta know what you're doing, man. And I know that people like Leonard and Denkus, they spend all day theory crafting and thinking about tactics, and that's what in the end gives you the big edge, man.
That's what I had, I had a problem with last Speed 5 tournament, where that was like 2 months ago or something. I didn't play the mod, at all, ever since like the tournament in January. There was so many updates, so many new factions, so many new maps, and then I lost the tournament like 2-1 in the first match. And, I won my first round. But the people I played against, they were all like, they played the mod for like months beforehand because they were playing the league. They were really prepared, they had really good strategies, but I went in there completely unprepared.
That's the thing, man. Preparation is a lot here. Especially that's why young people are good at esports. They have time when you're in school at university. And I see a beautiful setup here by the allied player. Annihilation of Calcutta, 2 paratroopers. He could fully cut off the axis here. We also didn't see much, we don't see much more coming out of the axis here. He just keeps building his trash equipment. He doesn't really adjust.
Well, if he pairs a naval invasion with a push and with a paradrop at the same time, that would be really cool. That's like combined arms. That's what the tree is about.
Here comes combined arms. Watch this man. He's gonna probably time that. Watch him time that. That's good.
That's gonna be crazy.
Now we're seeing some skill. Tommy, a major fuck up once the league has begun. I can't add new people on the website. I can't keep doing round 1 and randomizing it. Sakil, the way we fix that is pretty easy. On Sunday evening, we just write all the wins into our table, and then your website gets remade with all the new names. That's the fix of that. We just write all the wins down. Oh, this is a beautiful setup. That's a big skill move. I like that. When is the league?
He also has the Navy supremacy now. If you look at his Navy, he has 40 ships, with 30 of them being really, really good destroyer 3s. I mean, they're not that good, but they're decent, decent destroyer 3s. For spawning, they're really good.
Enemy is... Convoy escorting. He's not convoy raiding. He's only convoy escorting. Oh, this could be devastating. Gentlemen.
Yeah. Also, if you look at the supply map mode really quick, you can see that with the paradrops and the naval landing, he will cut off all the supply going west.
Yeah, I was just talking about that. Yeah, I just talked about that. Yeah. Beautiful setup. And we're going to see a destruction. We're going to see a 7-1 Germany versus Brazil. I just saw that video yesterday. Germany has to watch it once a year. And the invasion is coming. Yeah, true.
Especially right now.
And he is gonna... Oh, there's the defense! Actually, defenders didn't see that. He's gonna easily hold that, but the cutoff. You can see it right now. The cutoff is happening. Let me show it. Beautiful cutoff. He cut off all supply hubs. And now the allied nations. Yeah. Let's see what he's gonna do with that. He's
going to cut off the railways soon. He didn't cut it off yet.
He's
3
actually
days. Once he gets the tile left of Calcutta, then it will be cut off.
The port. And that's the beauty of what he did. He is building the Special Forces tree. His Special Forces have amazing bonuses. Plus 25% regular, and from the focus tree, 15% bonuses. These Special Forces are so good, and here comes the devastating push. Just battle plans his enemy. This
And now the
could be a
supply is
GG.
cut off. Look at the front line now in the south. Everything is red.
Beautiful, well played. Just... This game just showed you the big difference of levels. There's levels to this, and Petite is just crushing Splex here. Splex really in a lot of trouble. Just didn't have the right tools to handle this, and now a devastating push might end him here. Yes, he's holding the port. Yes, he's killing the paratroopers.
But he lost Patna and the main front line.
No, and he took Calcutta. Calcutta going down to the Marine build. Beautiful preparation by Petite here with the Special Forces build. A great pick here on the India map, and now just devastating his opponent. It looks like Petite is going with the 2-0. It looks like U-boat is going to happen earlier than you think, and it looks like Petite is going to get a W in the Hoi 4 League. God damn. School of Attack. What the hell is School
And it upgrades your generals.
Ah, okay. He even has a special air service bonus. All-weather training, and then he gets really good paratroopers. Very well played. That was a beautiful attack. And I love players. And that's why I like casting this shit before the international. We're gonna stop building characters. I don't know who Funny Petite is. I don't know who that is. But man, I'm liking this guy. I'm rooting for this guy. I like this. He stayed active. He wasn't just, oh, I won anyway, I'm gonna be AFK. No, he was active. He showed us a great combined arms attack. A devastating blow here, just taking down his enemy. Doesn't wait until the time is over. He maybe wants to watch a U-boat stream. I don't know. But
Hey, Tommy, I'm just saying, if you want, there's another one. No. They waited for us.
I want to poll the stream, but I think they will say no. I'm gonna do a poll, but I'm pretty sure they will say no. I'm gonna poll it.
Because the players are really happy, you know. They said, oh my god, we are waiting because Tommy is casting.
That would be cool, but I kind of promised to chat U-boat. I'm sorry for the two players.
Okay.
I'm gonna poll it, but you guys are gonna probably lose. Right. Chat, you guys will use U-boat or another 1-on-1. Guys, do the poll. We all know that's gonna go. But I'm offering a poll. There's one more game. They're waiting for me. That's so cute. No, I feel bad.
Like they're really, you know, they waited like for an hour now for you. That's why, you know. Like I told them, hey, maybe wait because I didn't know how many games you wanted to cast, so I just tried to get as many as possible. And you know the U-boat is not running away. I mean,
101 is winning hard.
Away,
101 won the poll massively.
Okay, nice.
Maybe that's a meme because they want to just be in the channel, but that means one more chat.
I mean, maybe you just stay up a bit longer today.
Maybe.
Afterwards.
We're gonna play maybe.
You know, maybe the games are also gonna be a bit quicker. You know, maybe we see like a 10-minute cap or something. Like on the weekend, I casted the game, and it ended like 10 days into the war because the one player just only motorized divisions and landed everywhere behind the enemy and just snaked them. And then he capped.
They waited for 1 hour. I just polled the stream, man. I even asked the stream, so don't fucking complain. Then, okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more after this.
But first we need to look here because we might see a huge encirclement. Like half the, no, not half the Allied army, almost 90% of the Allied army is on one, sorry, Axis army is on one tile here right now. It doesn't look like the Allied player is trying to close it because he's walking out of the...
he's walking. But chat, man, late game U-boat is so fun, man. The problem is I have to go for the English channel probably for 1 hour.
One question in the U-boat, can you also change your U-boats? Like, can you get newer ones or something
There's
like that?
different start dates of the campaign, and then you get a different U-boat. But I will never have a different U-boat. The developers still very much like on upgradability, like upgrading your U-boat and stuff. That's a bit sad. That's something they should work on.
What start date did you choose? I guess an early one, right? Because you can go into the harbor there and shit like that.
And I can only get a better U-boat if I play a harder start date.
Okay. I mean, you could try that afterwards. Maybe like newer U-boats have like bigger crews and
I was thinking of because I'm
somewhere else, like in India or something.
I'm a very competitive guy. I always want everything to be competition. And I was thinking of in the future, and you can join something like the C-Mobs. You can stream that. Your chat will love that. Yeah. I want to call out the U-boat hardcore challenge. You start the U-boat game, maybe the first, I don't know which start we do. If you die once, you have to delete the save file. If you die, you're gone. And we see who can get the furthest.
Like you mean in terms of time in the game, or like complete the most missions or something like that? Or
like most tonnage damage maybe. Is there a statistic to show ton damage? That'd be cool.
Probably somewhere.
Like World of Warcraft hardcore, but with U-boat,
I played like a U-boat game, but that one was like probably released like 15 years ago. I played it on a like very old PC. I can like barely remember that.
Difficulty. Jeez,
but maybe I could buy it. How expensive is the game?
I have no idea. It's not that expensive though, I think.
I mean, the problem is just my PayPal isn't working, so I have to ask a friend of mine to buy it for me, but then I will give him the money.
Fuck. And there, like 25 pounds? Okay. And there we go.
Okay,
this
that's fine.
is
I can buy that.
Petit's win. 2 judges even in his game. Petit taking win. He's done playing Hoi 4 for the week. And he is going away with his first win. Splex with his first loss here. Just needs to prepare a bit more. It's not over for Splex. He can come back in this tournament. We just need some more preparation here. A lot of mistakes that are due to preparation. And beautifully played by Petit here. Well done. Let's go to the player map real quick. And Petit already building his character here. Building his narrative. Well played. I like the guy. I like that.
Okay, let me send Zakil the standing, by the way. 2-0 for Petit.
Yo, Zakil, one thing I don't get yet, why don't we already put stuff in our cool application sheet? Like this one, why does this not have W's in yet? For example, the way I imagined this, wait, there was a W. I just saw a W. Oh, there's a W. There's a W, yeah. So you want to make it green and put the winner in. Okay, I got you. So let's do that. Here we go. Let's be a real judge. I'm looking for Petite. I'm looking for... There's Petite. And Petite got a win over... Okay, this is a bit hard to do, man. One sec. Petite got a win over... Oh, this is a bit hard. One sec. Oh, you have to actually... That's kind of hard. Can you zoom out somehow? Is there like a zoom button? How do you do that? You found it? Are you doing it? It's not easy. He's lane 28.
Okay, Tommy, I sent you the ID. Okay, I have a new ID.
In a sec.
I'm gonna send you a new ID.
He's 63B. 63B. 63B? I don't know what that means. You mean this?
B is the, like, 63 down and 1 to the right.
Okay, Petite. 63B. 63B. So wait, I'm fucking retarded. What? I'm the best judge. Look at this. The best judge, man. Splex?
BD, they said BD, not B. BD.
BD 66.
63. Right?
BD 63. Here, Zakil. Now he makes it green and puts Petite in. Meaning he has a win over my boy Splex. Oh, that was wrong. One deeper. No, wait. You just made the X go away. That makes no sense. Why would you hit the X? That makes no sense. I'm confused, man. What? How does it make sense that he makes the X go away? Huh? Does that make any sense? Is there like a thing where you can put 2 names in it? You see the thing? Like a program? There's no way he's taking the X away. The X doesn't matter? Huh? The X doesn't matter? That doesn't make any sense. The X doesn't matter.
Okay. Tommy, I sent you the ID, by the way, for the other match,
I'm
if
coming.
you already want to join.
Shout out to the players. Well played. Good job, guys. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm joining. Oh, man. Let's take a 2-minute break. Fuck, I need to get water. This is going fast. 1 second.
Yeah.
I just want to understand.
Just join the lobby already so they can load in, okay?
I'm coming.
You can go take a break.
Joining.
Nice.
Okay, chat.
By the way, they're playing across the Rhine again.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a little mini break for a sec. First of all, my God, so much happening. 1 sec.
Okay, I need to pay up the bet. The Allied player won.
First of all,
congratulations to everyone.
Thank you all so much for all the subs, especially Shen and John. Yes, chat, we unlocked a 12-hour stream, you motherfuckers. Yes, 12-hour stream is back. I'm gonna talk to Lisa about that. 12-hour stream is back. You know the rules. There's a rule on this channel that the next sub goal is always plus 1 hour and shit. Oh God, I gotta be careful. Yeah. Oh, let's do it.
Tommy, can you click on ready button?
Yes.
In the bottom right?
Sorry. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, new sub goal. Thank you for all the subs. I can't pay attention, man. Thank you guys very much. Now, back to this. There's no way the X was correct. That doesn't make any sense. Let me do this. I want to show I'm not retarded. Splex is BD. And... yeah, that's Splex. But are you done? Are you dumb? Zakil? That's not his opponent. We're looking for... no, that is. Splex is 63.
Yes, Splex played against Petite.
Petite.
Or Petite played against Splex.
So it's you? U63. Yeah, now it's correct. Yeah, that was a mistake before. There was something wrong before. Just fixed it? Okay. And Petite has a win. Can you zoom out somehow? Here. Nice. That's spreadsheeting, man. Petite has a win. No one else yet. I saw one guy. There was a guy with a win. There was another guy. This is going to fill up quickly, guys. Again, everybody is still allowed to join. Okay. Petite with the win, man. Can we please take a little mini break? Little mini break. Quick little mini break. I want to interview Petite. Oh, he already left. I wanted to interview him real quick. We probably don't have time for that anyway. Okay, who's playing right now? What the fuck? Shit, I want to... Jesus Christ. Don't start yet. Retro versus Xedist. Okay, one set. One sec. So we have Retro... Allies... 0, 0... Xedist, Germany. Axis... This music is shit, man. Xedist, boom. Okay. That's a bit... It's quite annoying. I could put it here, I guess. That makes sense. It's a bit big, right? One sec. It's also a shit. Let me try something else. That's weird. One sec. Oh, that's weird. That's nice. I like this. That's good. Okay, I fixed that. Okay, I'm just gonna get a quick drink. Jesus Christ. We're gonna have a bet. Can the moderator make a bet, please? For game 1? And I'm gonna get a glass of water. Jeez, this is fast. Esports, man. 8 p.m. I'm gonna get a glass of water. Wear Manscaped boxer shorts, guys. They're the best. Is in the bathroom in Hogwarts. Okay, Jesus. Let me change my title real quick.
I already did it.
Thank you so much. Damn, you're like the best moderator ever. Jesus Christ. Why are you streaming yourself? Okay, gentlemen.
Because I don't get paid for moderating. That's why.
I ask how you're doing, but if your nose is anything to go off, it's been a bad day. Bitch, no one cares about your bad day. We're in a fucking Hoyford tournament here. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. We are having Retro versus Xedist, man. Once again, thank you for all the subs. I just have no time to say thank you. Thank you, guys. 12-hour stream unlocked. You can unlock a 13-hour stream where you guys can vote for games. Blah, 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 blah. But now we focus on Retro versus Xedist, their first game.
One question about the sub goal, Tommy. Is it like another 13-hour stream, or does the 12-hour stream just
12-hour becomes 13 hours, yeah.
Okay, nice. Interesting. So that's open-end, right? We could get you up to 48 hours or something, right?
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna... No.
I'm just saying, technically that would be possible.
Game started. Retro versus Xedist. Do you know these guys? Do you know these?
No, I've never heard of them.
I love that. I love when you don't know people. I fucking love that shit. I love that shit. And
by the way, I will go tell them that they can go 4-speed.
Okie dokie. And we have Retro versus Xedist. We don't know these people. It's time these people make themselves a name. Thank you, Duke Master and Cheapy. Game number 2, the Hoyford League, is so far feeling good. Feels like a good success, man. And already the medium tank opener, beautifully done. There is a starting meta that Marcel showed us, but this is the starting meta, kinda. Survivability studies and the MG2. That's kind of the meta opener that we see from Marcel. That's how I will play too. But the balls here on Retro, already the medium tanks. I will predict a USA build. USA, a very, very strong nation here. And Xedist already going for a bit of air. Guys, I'm feeding the hype. Anti-air coming out of Xedist. Basic opener, artillery 1, where Retro on the allies also good. This looks a bit more skilled now. Artillery, anti-air coming, a civilian train. Looks like we got a game, man. We have no idea who these people are, how much they prepared, and I love that. I love going in blind. Let's take a look. The USA gets the medium for free, though. The USA gets the medium for free, though. Let's take a look what he does. Yeah, he gets the medium for free, so he shouldn't pick USA. That would be a big problem. Actually, it's the USA and the Commonwealth that get the research of medium tanks for free. He's got to be very careful.
The cool thing about it is, you know, on the Commonwealth side of the tree, you have the Canadian First Army, and there you get 2 free medium tank divisions. So going for the German before you go for these medium tank divisions there will give you way better medium tanks in those divisions.
That's something I saw from Marcel. You have to always take adopt the Sherman. So to explain this to chat, you take this focus and you unlock a research, and then there are certain focuses that spawn in tanks, for example, Hell on Wheels. Now, the spawned in tank is based on your current research, meaning if you do not take this focus and you don't have the Sherman ready, the spawned in tank is much, much worse. So very, very important to understand that. Also, yeah, Canada has spawns of 30 with medium tank. Mamma mia, eh.
Yeah, you get 2 of them, and one of them is even mechanized. So
this is like the beauty of the map picks, that on the Rhineland you have like tank warfare, but it wouldn't work in India with all the mountains and rivers. I love that shit. Yeah. Noble Specs with the $5, man, towards Joy for International. I think this is actually not international money because it's super chat or some shit. I really enjoyed my first game with Petite. He was a great sport. Splex, thank you for playing, man. I really think, Splex, if you just prepare a bit, like meta and builds, you're gonna be a good player, man. Not bad. And shout out to Splex for being a good sport.
Cool, I didn't know it was a thing.
Sorry, what?
Nice. Super chat, I didn't know it was a thing. Yeah, they stole
that from YouTube, but nobody uses that shit.
Oh.
It's like if you want the streamer's attention, but I read all the dumb shit anyway, so who gives a shit. Both players now going into the mills. That's a basic. No! We have a sift maker again. The Axis with the sifts first. The allies with the mills. Once again, to explain the mod to people that don't know. In this mod, you can go sifts or mills. The thing is, they exponentially grow. 4 sifts, 6 sifts, and 8 sifts. It was even more exponential back in the day, but they fixed it, made it a bit more balanced. And it's already a big mistake that one guy goes for sifts, one guy for mills. Already, I think only one player going for spice.
so I think it's fine. He can.
Okay, another big
think about
mistake
it
then.
again.
He sent a spy to the neutral nation and the spy died.
And the Axis player is just now doing his agency, so...
Yeah. Maybe because I called him a stream sniper and now he's like, okay, I gotta show Tommy that I'm haha. But to his defense, if I was an Axis player on this map, I would always predict they go USA anyway. I would always predict USA probably. They probably would always go USA. 70 days till war. We have a medium tank USA. He also has 2 motorized. This is a tactic we saw from C-Mobs in January in Sweden. The reason he does this, chat, is to rush victory points. He's trying, look at all these, I love this map with all the different supply hubs. He's trying to rush supply hubs and he's trying to rush victory points, which are Amsterdam? Fuck, it only says the states here. It's also certain cities. I think it's Cologne, Amsterdam, and Frankfurt or some shit. Read chat. Why? Every time I read your chat random username, I want to fucking shoot myself in the head. What do you want? Okie dokie. We're getting closer. I like this Axis player because he's doing Sith Greed, but it's so hard a way to get away with the Sith Greed, man. He's even training his army. A mistake I did too. He's losing a lot of equipment. His armies are mad under-equipped. He's still missing a lot of guns here before the war. Let's take a look at the equipment of the allied player. Looking much better. 6k guns versus minus 700 guns. That can be a small thing. That can make a big difference. Medium tanks now being produced. Let's take a look at that design. That's how you actually design a tank. There we go. Unlike Splex last game. That's a goddamn tank. 60 reliability. People want low reliability. Because in the division, the reliability goes higher and you don't even care losing them that much. You can just outproduce that. Flame tank, very, very strong. Apparently also gives a plus 10% river attack. And air a bit weak, only 1. He's getting efficiency, sure. But 3 on cast, 1 on air compared to the air he's facing. The Axis player, who doesn't have a lot of mills because he's doing Sith Greed, he is showing us much, much more air. 10 on air, 4 on cast. The air war going massively for the Axis player. Once again, the Axis player is mad Sith greedy. The longer the game goes, the better for him. It's even okay for him to lose early points here, as long as he can drag out the game for a long, long time. 63 factories versus 86. Maybe the counter to the economically strong USA is being economics. And let's talk a bit about the hero he unlocks here on the USA, and that is Dwight D. Eisenhower, who gives a crazy buff. I remember in January, people like C-Mobs talked about this a lot. They talked about this being the strongest hero in the game. I think he even got nerfed. 25% more max planning. Huge, huge buff. It's mad important that you counter this with spies.
It's not, I have to stop you there. It's not 25% more max planning, it's planning factor that it gets increased.
Oh, what is that? What does that mean?
A planning factor is basically, you have your max planning of 20%, and the planning factor increases by that max planning 20%. By 25%.
That's like also the fix I think they did. Okay.
Yeah. And also, the problem about this, the good thing about this, though, is that, if you pair this buff, the 20% planning factor, with the good US generals you get, that's how you get so much planning. Because the USA has 2 generals that give you like 5 planning, which is like 20% max planning together, plus the base planning,
5 planning,
modified by the 25% planning factor there. And that's how you get so much. And basically, then you end up with having the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine, combined with the superior firepower stats, and that's just the crazy thing.
And that's why everybody is playing USA, especially in January, and that's why I really believe spies are so important here. You gotta spy on your enemy. With luck, you don't get caught, and you destroy entrenchment and max planning of the USA. So that's Dwight D. Eisenhower, and the ultimate, my personally favorite focus in the whole mod. Arsenal of Democracy, the big economic ultimate, -5 consumer goods, construction speed, stability, production efficiency, docket output, just crazy industry. He just spawned in a medium tank. The Sith player is in big trouble. He almost has no army. The enemy is showing medium tanks, mechanized. What the allied player has to really do here is to realize the early game belongs utterly to him. He has to get damage done. He has to maybe encircle something. He cannot let Zidist have time to breathe. He also had... we talked about the ultimate of Italy, doing the left-hand side with Giovanni Messe, who gives you -5 consumer goods. That's pretty much all he does. And then the big air bonus. And right now, the Axis player fields, for me, against the wall. He didn't even put 800 of his artillery yet in these divisions. And the defense looks mad. The war just started. Looks very
close to bed. Wait a second.
Speed
okay, guys, I will give you 10 more seconds to bet now. 10 more seconds, then you need to I close the bet, guys. Bet now if you want to bet.
Free. You gotta speed free. And there we go, that's the rush chat. He's rushing.
I will close I will pause the game, or I can't pause, I will just go tell them.
So here we go. That's the rush chat. We saw that in January 2. That's a meta. He's rushing very, very important points. And I'm feeling bad for my Sith breeding brother here, man. He has almost nothing on the field. He now put the artillery in. A 7-2-20 whiff against a medium tank. The air, though, going his way. If the allied player now realizes that he is far, far, far ahead, he can probably just crush this guy right now. It is just so greedy to not take mills. He took some mills now. He took them. I'm sorry. He took some mills now. Now spawning in 5 divisions. He's got to survive the early game.
Okay, let's see. We have 32 divisions on the allied side here, of which one is a tank.
Against 20.
On the X side, we have 20. That's what I meant earlier.
Question really now being, will the allied player, will my boy Retro, the roleplay representative, understand that right now he has a huge time window that's going for him? He needs to understand he can crush this right now. And he took 2 victory points. That's why he's rushing Amsterdam. He's on the verge of... he has an advantage here with 2 victory points. Also, don't forget, chat, the more stuff you take, the more resources you unlock. Very, very important. If you're a passive little bitch, you're gonna lose resources, man. 2 victory points meaning 22 of everything going towards the allied player. And 22 is a lot in this mod, means a lot. Also 100 medium tanks now in the back. Man, starting to look grim here for the Axis. Is he gonna get away with the Sith Greed? I don't know. He even is researching research speed. Okay, now he's going too far. Not even I will do that. He's wasting 150 days of this
the
game.
X or the allies?
The Axis player is going for 4% research.
Man.
That is...
Yeah.
That
He's
might
also
be...
going for the maintenance company, which doesn't make any sense, because he's not even using tanks or anything.
Yeah,
You know,
maintenance also
would be
makes no
worth it.
sense. 5% more capture if you instructed something, which might not happen. The Axis player, unfortunately, starting to look like an amateur who didn't prepare. Maybe he knows something we don't know. I like the Sith breed, but it's starting to look very grim for him. A lot of wrong decisions here. The question is, will the allies understand? The time window is theirs. He's now building an economy. Maybe he's one of these players that knows, bro, I'm the winning here. I don't need to do anything. But he could do so much damage right now. Let's see what he's gonna do. Maybe he's role-playing Italy. Oh man, he just spawned a lot of divisions here. What kind of divisions is these spawn divisions? The Banda Irregolare. Okay, they're mad trash. They don't do jack shit. They're nothing. I'd like to see a bit more hidden technologies. I'd like to see activity from the allies when he's so far ahead. He's building up, gets artillery upgrades. He's getting his factory output, better companies. He's getting his civs. He's running away with the game now. The civ greed really not paying itself off. If I was a player, I will, as Simops talked about, I will try to work around with civ greed a bit more on smaller maps, like the Africa map. But such a big map here, the civ greed just doesn't seem to really...
I mean, right now, though, he's ahead 8 mils. You know, and if the allied player doesn't use his numerical advantage right now, he will get outproduced in the later run.
That's the point. A beautiful point by Simops. The Sith Greed guy is ahead in 48 mils, man. The mils are starting to hit now.
Yeah, 49, you know, like he's already 10 mils ahead, which is like 20% of the entire economy. Problem is just that he, you know, the military factories he's building now are gaining efficiency later than the allied ones. So the allied ones are working more effective right now.
To explain that,
and also he's building worse plans.
Yeah. Okay, to explain that, because some people in chat don't know what's going on. It's cool that he's building mills now, but a mill gives you your efficiency later down the line, which gives me a feeling of that a really, really good player should put 1 mill on everything at the beginning to get efficiency, like he did, and then turn it on later on. It's really meta at esports to do efficiency build-ups, to have 1 mill on stuff you want to build in the future.
Yeah, especially in mods like TFB, which you play a lot. There, it's pretty good to have.
The allied player now understanding a time window is closing here. The game is gonna run away from him. The Italy is the bigger economic power, but here comes the push. The medium tank just facing no resistance. I think we have anti-tank in that division. I didn't see if he gets pierced. Is he getting pierced? Let's take a look.
I don't think he did
when I
looked at the battles.
And he's finally getting active. He might look for the supply up of Frankfurt here. The tank attacking over a river, taking Frankfurt, easily crushing through this. This is the weakness of Sith Greed. This medium tank can do whatever he wants right now.
The medium tank is only getting pierced by 50%.
He's even building forts. He's building forts to secure the win now. I never feel like forts are that valuable. I feel like 1 mil helps more to win than a fort.
I mean, level 1 fort gives you 10% extra defense or 15% extra defense on a pile, even when it's destroyed, so that's pretty good, nice to
I
have.
think he's fully piercing that tank, if I'm not wrong.
Let me see really quick. He doesn't. It says, you know, if you hover over the shield of the tank,
the
it says
shield.
speed
You have to
enemy
check the
divisions
shield.
cannot
Yeah,
pierce
yeah.
this division armor and
50%.
50% damage. He probably doesn't have enough anti-tank yet for all his
Yeah.
divisions, you know, that's
Yeah.
why he
Sorry,
doesn't
there
get
you go, the shield. I never clicked that in 6k hours. The tank is not getting pierced. There's a 50% damage debuff, and this tank can just go ham. The anti-tank is just not there yet, even though he is building anti-tank at the moment. And the question now really is, will the medium tank do a lot of damage? Already Frankfurt might be falling. A huge supply up the south falling apart. And the Italy player in big trouble. Yes, you have a great economy, but I don't know how research and having no army is going to help him here. He has green air. Yeah, easily has green air, but no cast supporting that. Actually has cast. 26 cast in the battle. But Frankfurt going down for him here. And that's 3 victory points now. Frankfurt actually victory point. There you go. And that's 3 victory points. And don't forget, chat, that means all these resources now going towards our allied. I think going towards our allied player here. Looking grim for Germany here. And it's going to be interesting to see if there's going to be a game number 2. If our boy Sadist will understand that next game, maybe Sifgrid is not the right path to victory here. How the victory points work. There's 3 victory points and some maps have 5. And whoever has most of them, we don't want a forever game. When this time is gone, we will... I remember in January, there was like ultra long games because nobody did anything. They were just stalemating forever. When this time is done, whoever has 2 out of 3 wins the game. So we never have a draw. Like if you take 2 victory points in the last second, you won. No matter what happened the 2 hours before that. So games can get very long. They can get very long. He's consolidating the lines here. Taking the south down pretty easily. And the allied player looking to be a mad favorite here at the moment. Sifgrid has to be buffed. No, you just have to do it better. You just have to set it up better. Sifgrid doesn't need to be buffed. You just have to set it up better. You can't just... I learned that the hard way. You can't just build Sifs and then be like, oh, I'm just going to be AFK until my army is good. Doesn't work like this. This is esports. You're going to face medium tanks. You're going to face early rushers. You're going to face a Zergling rush, and you can't just Protoss your second base up without building any defenses. Or a Zealot. Taking the south. Think about focuses. School of Advanced Warfare. It's the first time I'm seeing that. He's unlocking a decision to grant adaptable to 1 general you want. Oh, that's good. He's giving adaptable to Omar Bradley. What's adaptable again? I forgot. Is it the minus 10%?
Adaptable is really
minus
strong.
15. Minus 15.
It gives you a Terra penalty reduction on all types of Terra. It says minus 15%, but I think it's like less than that because it's just a factor. Oh, so it's 50%. Yeah, okay. That should be 50%. But it's like a Terra trait that you can use everywhere. And on some nations, you know, if you go for example for Finland, you can have 2 generals, like a general and a field marshal who have that. And that's really strong. You know, basically you can ignore Terra with those generals. Especially if you special forces them, you know, if you use rangers with these 2 traits on the generals, you can get positive 20% attack on forest tiles for Terra. Positive attack on Terra tiles.
The factory counts are getting more equal now again, and we talked about if we have a long game, the Axis player should get stronger, and we're gonna probably have a long game. The Allied Nation is not trying for any more encirclements. He's not using his medium tank for more. He says, I'm fine like this. I'm even building forts. He finished a lot of forts now. He's ready to defend, and the superior economy of the Axis player has to go. I think there's a lot of mistakes here. Researching 10% resources. This is in the end not going to win the game. There's much more important stuff to research. We have 0 manpower on the allies, which I think is not a bad thing. It just means he has a lot of army, and he's just going to fix that. He's now doing civilian navy, just spawning in a lot of equipment, whereas our Sifgrid guy is still doing mills. The question is he turning these mills into anything worthwhile? What is he building? Yeah. He's building...
I think the best thing you can do if you go for your Sifs first is that you convert them to mills. Yeah. Because as I said earlier, you can convert 1 mill into a Sif. One Sif into a mill in 10 days. And this way you can get way more output way earlier. You know, you might end up with less factories in total, but you know the game is not going until 43. It's only going until mid 42, I think.
And the 7-2s of the X player have no anti-tank in them, even though he's been playing it so much. And the template of the allied player, that's a fake division. That's just a 12 with flame tanks. We have a basic 10 with. We have MP, and we have a very good tank. The flame tanks are everywhere. This is just a fake. Don't worry about that, guys. and his infantry is pretty weak. The Sith Greeting player has much better infantry, and he has the air bonus. He's winning crazily on the air, massively, and maybe with some infantry micro and strong soft attack infantry, he will get something done here. I'd really like to see more activity from that medium tank. I'd love to see that a bit more.
You mean?
He's not using his time window here.
Why is the air player putting a tank icon on all the units? The enemy can't see that.
Yeah, it's a thing, chat. I learned after many years.
I think I also told you that, right?
Yeah, you guys told me in Sweden. I remember. We were all in a room, and I told them, "Look at this trick," and they're like, "You idiot! Only you see that." I'm like, "What?" When you turn your infantry into a tank symbol, only you see that. The enemy does not see that. Yeah, you see that? He sees it as normal infantry.
No.
I always thought that's a thing. I never knew.
No, this way, the problem is he's using the same icon also for his normal medium tank, so...
Oh, he has actually anti-tank. I'm an idiot. He actually has anti-tank.
You mean the Axis player?
Yeah, he has them in the normal helmet divisions, but the Axis are his punchers. The X divisions are 7-2s. They also have
the problem is, if you look at the tank design, though, the tank template from the Allied player, he has 58 armor on that one, because the spawning tank you get there has a lot of like cast armor and shit like that, so it has a lot of armor. 58. And the piercing that the Axis divisions have is only 30. So he's still only dealing 50% of the damage because he can't pierce, even though he has anti-tank in those units.
Yeah. It's gonna be easy for the other player to defend any attack if we just micros his medium tank here. Well, he might even be able to make a second medium tank too soon. So this is the answer of the Sith Greeting Axis player. This is his punchers. Basic 7-2s of anti-tank. Kenny got something done here. He's crossing a river. That's a problem. I feel like Marines would be interesting on this map a bit.
Yeah, that's what I've also seen in the other mod. In the other league. That the USA players go for Marines in late game, because if you combine your Marines with the good doctrine, with the big planning bonus, with flame tanks, and with what do you call them again? Engineers, you can cross rivers really easily. And that way, since the map is called Across the Rhine, it's very easy to get across the Rhine.
I don't know why the Axis player is focusing on special forces bonuses. The bro has no special forces.
You mean the USA?
No, look at the Axis. He's his focus.
The Axis. Oh.
He's doing special forces bonus. And even the terrain adaptation doesn't help him much. It's just out of supply and hot acclimatization.
I mean, I think,
seems weird.
Maybe he doesn't know what focus to go for, but I would say going towards your big buff of by Blood Alone, or your
what's he gonna do with mechanized? He's playing really weird researches. He's picking a lot of weird stuff.
He's also building armored trains, but those might make sense. Never mind. He has air. His enemy is not using his air, so I don't know why he's building armored trains.
Yeah, he
that's
needs to.
That's the thing again. What I mean, he just doesn't have a build.
If you're the Axis player, you click on the allies, you do Intel Ledger, and you see 4 factories on air. That tells you don't need armored trains. Obviously, me and Simos were very judgmental. You were like, oh, you guys should play better. These guys are brand new to this. This is the first week of the league. A lot of these players have no experience. And it's just little tweaks that I hope players take away from this to get better and better and better. And in some weeks, we have bred a group of people that are just going to be unbelievably good at this game. Thank you, Party. That was my goal of the league, right? That the international, which is not that many games, it's like 8 players, right? Day 1 and day 2. That every game is super high level, like that people go crazy. That's the cool thing with the league, chat, right? You don't have games like this. Everybody's gonna be so trained. No shit talking to the boys though. They're doing good. But yeah, a lot of really weird decision making here by the Axis. What is he gonna do with mechanized? What are you gonna do with 4% research? He needs to think about value a bit more about what he's doing. He's doing light tanks now. Is he trying to make mechanized light tanks?
I don't know, man. And that's where the lack of experience is showing again. Like the longer the game goes, he probably didn't play any game that lasted this long. He always out of ideas now. So that's why training, practicing is very important. Also, what I see, he didn't pick any doctrines. He's 140 XP. He could pick 2 more doctrines, but he's not doing it.
Oh yeah, no doctrines. We start, and that's where you go. You slowly see both players have no doctrines.
Okay.
The allies have no XP for it. That shows you how important arm XP is, man.
Oh yeah, wow. What's the USA player doing?
He also has 1,000 artillery in reserve.
The USA player went for 12th army group, where he gets 2 bonus for superior firepower, and he ends up with only having 1 doctrine in Grand Battle Plan? That makes no sense. That's like literally, that makes no sense. But it's funny. It's interesting to watch. But
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I don't know.
And there you go. That you could land leasing trucks now. He's getting some trucks. that you see all these little mistakes that slowly and surely. All these little mistakes come together, and then in the end, you have a big boom. That's how your parents got divorced, chat. It's the small things, and you have to make sure the small things don't happen, especially in the future, if you want to get these wins. And the Axis player has a beautiful industry here, but he's just not using it.
Like, look, Tommy, look at the difference. It's 21 more military factories for the Axis
Yeah.
player. He just doesn't know what to do with them,
That's
so
the
they're
point.
not helping him that much.
He doesn't know what to do with it right now. Building and researching useless stuff. Even you could pretty much say everything he's doing right now is useless. What do you care about hot acclimatization right now?
He could need because he doesn't control any DPs. But mechanical computing waste, mechanized equipment waste,
The focus.
trains
The focus.
waste. He could go technically for the artillery upgrades. He could go for the anti-tank upgrades. He could go for rocket artillery, which would boost his factory output. His damage way more. He could go for better machine tools for concentrated industry, so he has more factory output or more efficiency caps, so his mills that he has work even more efficient than they already are. He could go for so much better stuff than what he's going for right now. But you know, it just shows that this guy is inexperienced. He doesn't have a plan, and having a plan is usually pretty important. But you know, it's okay. It's the first week. He's new.
I imagine he's like, after this, he's like, man, TommyKay and Simos cast my game. Let's watch the bot, and we just shit on them.
Yeah.
But that's how you learn. That's how you learn, man. You know, that's how he will not do this again after.
That's
watching
also
the
what
bot.
I did, by the way. And when we were in Sweden, every day when we came home from the not home, but when we came back to the hotel, I even subscribed to the channel so I could watch the VODs back then because the channel was the VODs were only for subscribers, and I watched what my enemies did and what I did. And then I could adapt and improve. I never played any test games against anyone. I even gave the other people tips, like college, I coached him a lot and gave him a lot of tips, and in the end I faced him and he used a lot of those tips against me, but it was fine. But that's like review your own games, maybe make a recording yourself.
But he just said that's what we thought when we played our second game. But I remember when I was young and I was like in the ESL, StarCraft 2, you will just watch replays all day. Thank you, danke Bunsen, Ika. That's what you do, replay watching a lot of replays. Watching, like, I feel like, again, I'm just now getting into casting this mod a lot. I'm not that deep into this mod, I don't play it that much. But just watching Marcel has taught me so much. Like, Marcel looked really competent. He looked like someone that really knows what he's doing. And just from watching him one game, I already kind of know building orders to start with.
Yeah. I mean, the cool thing is also, that's how it is everywhere. Even when you go to a job, when you have an apprenticeship, you always work with someone that's more experienced than you, because they have the experience. And working together with someone that has experience can teach you way more, way quicker than what you would do. You find out yourself.
And that's what I also.
That's why watching like other people that are more experienced than you play or work or whatever can help you improve in life very quickly, or in the game.
That's what I also like when you're in a competitive situation with like there's money on the line. How many tactics do you show, right? Do you show your tactics? Do you tell your friends, this is what I'm using, man?
I mean, it depends on what environment you are, If you are like in a $10,000 tournament environment, I would
just crush them.
But in the other tournament where I had college, for example, a lot, or the other guys too, it was for nothing, like no money on the line or anything. So I just had it. But if it was for $10,000, I would say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you anything, man. Sorry.
We have a breakthrough now. He built actually 2 tanks now. Beautiful build up. These are very, very good tanks. He built 2 of them and they're crushing through the line here. And yeah, I remember when I was in Sweden, another experience that made me want to do the sneakers, that I was just a caster, chat, right? I would sleep like till 10. And I would go to the studio in the morning and all the players, college and C-mobs, they were all in a room. And their opponents, they're playing a tournament against each other. But I walked into the room and they would all share tactics because there was no big prize pool. It was just like friendship. And they will share tactics. And I was in the room and I would listen to them sharing tactics. And I was like, fuck this. What the fuck are you guys doing? These guys are your enemies, Dude, if you're in a tournament, these are your enemies. And that's why it was important to me that, once again, there's prize pool, right? I want players to, sure, be friendly and be respectful. But I want them to also understand, you're not here to make friends. You're here to win a tournament for money. So don't share your tactics and shit on people, man. That's important to me. I want them to be competitive about this. Wow, 2 tanks here. I think the ally player could get even more done, but he knows he's getting away with this, man. Still, the game is gonna go on very long. We're gonna have a long night. We might have no U-boat stream here, Chad. Oh, whoa, whoa. And the railway gun now coming from the Axis here. His economy is so much stronger than the allies. Yeah, it is much stronger. The question still just is, can the Axis turn this economy into something strong? The air is his. What's he building? He's building... You're not building a Civ, mate. Mate, you're not building a Civ. Dude, this guy is trolling. I swear to God, it's Mario Balotelli, man, doing fucking around the worlds. Motherfucker's building a Civ. This guy's just shitting on us. This guy is so next level, I don't even fucking get it. Holy shit, he's building...
Who's building Civs?
Axis player is building a Civ.
Oh my god, bro. He's doing your build, Tommy.
I love it, bro. I love it. I love this guy. I think he doesn't realize he's building a Civ. I don't know.
Maybe he picked an extra. But you know, it's fine. It's just one Civ, you know?
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's very
21
reliant on
minutes
these
ahead,
7-2s. These 7-2s are supposed to fix this game here.
Like, look at the stockpile of the Axis player too. He has like 1.2k artillery in stockpile and 6,000 guns, but he's not deploying them.
Yeah. Yeah, as we talked about, the experience difference. He's also stacked on Onheim. He probably will try something here, but the enemy built a fort. Very, very well done here. And he is the one that's on the Drucker. He has to make something happen here.
He's also researching a railway cannon now.
Yeah,
might be a bit late, but
I don't
also
know.
radar.
He's doing radar? He's
oh
just...
my god.
You know what I think this guy is? I think he's a single player boy. He's a single player guy. He plays a lot of single player. And now doing radars, unfortunately, he has the economy, but he doesn't turn into anything that can threaten this. His whole build is this 20th division, which he now made bigger. Always take the advice from Tommy. He's making it stronger. He has to soft attack through the north or something. But if the allies use these 2 medium tanks, maybe even a 3rd medium tank soon, well, then what are you going to do? You can't even pierce them. And there's the attack. Let's take a look here, and he's
he might encircle Amsterdam here.
He's breaking through
very
massively.
Very weak defended part of the
Cast
front line there.
damage.
He has breakthrough divisions there.
Ultimate
But his breakthrough divisions are not in the combat, it's
breakthrough.
just the normal ones that are fighting in Rotterdam.
Yeah, oh, nice breakthrough. Will the allies...
He could have taken Amsterdam, though.
tanks
Amsterdam is
on its
empty
way.
right now, if we get the 3 units walk out of there.
Tanks
he
on
could
there,
take
no,
it.
that's the point. I just talked about this, chat. Now the point is, here comes the 2 tanks. What the hell are you going to do about it? What the hell are you going to do about these tanks?
He's going to get encircled, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh.
He fully just...
Okay, at least
the
one
allies.
unit's going to go here now.
Oh, that's an fragment.
Amsterdam is still empty, he could walk in there.
That is the problem here. The 2 tanks are the issue for the Axis, and he hasn't yet to come up with a solution how to beat these 2 tanks. 20 with soft attack divisions, 27 with soft attack divisions are not the solution, and he's now encircled. He's going to lose a lot here, and this could be the first nail inside his coffin. Huge encirclement, using a lot of divisions. He has a good stockpile, so it shouldn't hurt him too much. But this was...
Look at how many people are signing up, man. It's like 4 new people signed up in the last 2 minutes. It's
Yeah,
like gonna be a 5th
I
one
thought
now.
about this, man.
It's so crazy.
I thought about this, that once we stream this stuff, people will get interested. Thank you, Atticus.
Yeah.
People are joining the league, guys. You guys always been faster. Now you can play League 1.
Yeah, I will
But-
try and, you know, like, stream as many games as possible because it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm also excited about this. Also good view count. Thank you, guys. I'm excited for the future about this. I'm super excited, man. The league is going, and I think even if you join week 2 or 3, you can still easily win. If you get a lot of Ws, you can still get into the top 8. Not being in week 1 is not that crazy. 50% of players will have a loss, you know. Don't worry about it. And yeah, big kill here. And he's just making it too easy for the allied player. The 2 tanks can fully bully anything the Axis player is throwing at the allies here.
Yeah.
There needs to be a better solution. He doesn't maybe not have the skill or experience yet to have the solution. He's going more on air. He's trying to get the anti-tank out towards stockpile. He's building these light tanks. I don't know. What is this? Nobody knows. And he has a lot of CAS. But that will not be enough. He
doesn't have enough CAS, I would say. He has like 300 fighters and only 100 CAS, you know? Imagine if he put like, I don't know, the 10 factories he has on fighters right now on CAS. Also, the CAS he's building is really not good. If you look, his CAS is called Fighter 1 or Fighter E or L or whatever. And he only has 1 CAS module on it. Now, usually you want to have as many CAS modules on your fighters as possible.
If you look at the same, he even has
because the more ground attack you
machine
have,
gun
the
on it,
better.
right?
Huh?
Does he have a machine gun on it? Am I seeing that?
Yeah, he has a machine gun.
And
The funny thing about that one is he can use it as a fighter and as a CAS plane. But if you use it as a Casper, it's only half as good because he's
Also,
missing one damage module on
in
it.
this situation, also useless, man. And we just see, once again, a game where experience makes the difference. This Axis player, my boy Zedist, isn't a bad Hoi4 player. He did good decisions. He is running away with the industry. His macro doesn't seem to be bad. He's not getting crushed, but he's missing mad experience to turn his power into something valuable. As I always teach you, chat, the big Uncle Tommy, man, teaching you guys, the #1 thing you have to care about in esports, in any video game, is value. Value is everything if you want to make it in esports, and he is not getting any value out of his research, his focuses, or production at the moment. And if he can figure out how to put more value on his builds, maybe even getting tanks or something, maybe picking Germany with heavy tanks, you know, there will be a big chance he could get something done here. Maybe in game #2. That's the big question now. Is he adaptable? Will he in game #2 understand a very different map, by the way? Will he be adaptable and understand he has to change something about his build? How much time we have left? Okay, yeah, half time left. 70 is like John Jones, the GOAT, but outside of competition, very controversial. The problem with 70 was that he was just too young 3 years ago. I don't know if he grew up. I don't know. He never talks to me. I would totally let him into this league, but he was just a child back then, and he was hard to work with. Look at the spies of these nations. I don't think that matters much at the moment. The spies are not gonna be...
They're not being utilized very much.
Yeah.
Let's say it like that.
Yeah. When do you want to stop applications? Maybe... Whoa. I don't know. We have to talk about that. I will keep applications open for a while, then maybe 4 weeks or something. But maybe after 4, 5, 6 weeks we stop. Because then we're fucked anyway.
I mean, I don't think at that point the people will have a chance to get in anymore anyway, right?
Yeah, it's maybe...
after 6 weeks.
Let's say first off, whatever comes after August.
Yeah. No, I would give the video that you are upload today some time, you know, with advertising. Maybe you're like, Marconi's gonna have multiple advertisements since you have like 30 minutes of footage. Over like, I don't know, 1 more, 2 more videos. And like, you see how many people already signed up today, and there will be like 300 people participating. That would be crazy.
Poor judges and poor secure.
Hey, somebody's hot joining. Is it one
Hot
of you
joining?
guys? Yeah.
No, we're both in. It's fine.
Bro, Tommy, did you lick the IP, man?
I don't think
The thing is, the people can see we don't have a password on the lobby, so everybody can see
they
that
can
as
see
the
it in
mod
lobby.
enabled and such as for
hot
games
joining.
that are hosted in this mod.
2
But
weeks? Secure, we can talk about this. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks, yeah. People are hot joining. Yeah, you gotta password-proof your games, man. Important. Imagine you have to wait for international and just a DDoS kit gets all the fucking IDs. GG. What you gonna do?
I told you, man, there's so many people that set up. There's like 3 more people now that set up. It's just crazy.
No, it's getting too many people. Yeah,
don't you want to tell the people really
here.
quick how they can sign up?
How they can
Maybe they don't know how to sign up.
Chat, if you're fucking retarded and still don't know what the fuck's happening, you go to Discord. You join TommyKay Discord. You then subscribe to the TommyKay on Twitch because you want to be an alpha. You go to the Hoi4 101 hub. You click on applications. You read everything Tommy's writing. You put in your name that you want to use on Discord. I need kind of your name on Discord, by the way. Your Discord name and your Steam profile, and then you come into the list. Then you go to this news and you read everything. You read this shit, you dumb fucks. You fucking read this, okay? And then you read the rules, then you understand you're not allowed to play this week. There's weeks. Every week is 1 game. And everyone applying right now will have their first chance to play next Monday till Sunday. Next week of August. But because you're late, you missed 1 week. Meaning you already are... For example, if
Behind.
you're 1 win behind other people.
Yeah. Technically 1 win behind. Or you are 1 loss up. No, it's could be either way.
We now have finally moved here from the allied player. He's utilizing his tanks well. There might be a big concern with the south, and I think he's putting nails in the coffin here.
Look at the numbers on the front line, by the way. We have, let me see really quick, 38 divisions on the Axis and 73 on the Allies. Even though the Axis player is 20 mils ahead. As we said earlier, he's not utilizing his strength that much because he's building a lot of unnecessary stuff. And this could be a big breakthrough here. Almost twice as many divisions, also like, better in quality, and the tanks on top.
I feel like the other player could have done this even earlier, if he had more confidence into his abilities.
Yeah.
Of
but earlier it's also a bit scarier, because if you know, for example, from me when I played, I managed to get some of my tanks in circle when I went into aggressive pushes early on.
There's also no pressure. He has 3 victory points. He doesn't need to get anything done. I'm yet excited to see games, especially I think in the next weeks when people get better, that are very equal. So far, every game we see is just someone is crushing someone else. But down the line, it's gonna happen that people get more and more equal and people get much better. Can I apply for 20 hours? Everyone can apply. Everyone. I don't read all that. I will not join. Well, that's why I will also never make money with esports.
Damn!
Just bought the game.
Sorry,
Yeah, everyone can join. No one says you can. Chat, I feel like there's no U-boat tonight. We might have a problem. We will see.
I mean, one more game. Like, how long are you planning to stream today? Like,
I can always stream forever. The point is, there's a set
you
time.
have to get up in the morning again.
Every single day at 7:30, the baby will suck. 7:30, not later or earlier. 7:30, my day starts. So the question is always, how much sleep do I want to get before 7:30? That's kind of the big question always. Like, I'm an old man. I took another nap today. I take so many naps lately, man.
I mean, what you could do, you could play, like, you're playing to sink the... What ship are you playing to sink?
HMS Royal Nelson, the biggest ship in the game.
Yeah, you know, you could, like, get towards it, prepare for the mission, and then have a small cliffhanger for tomorrow. You know, just save right before you're about to go and engage
Depends
it, and
on
then...
the time. Let's see. Big Red One is an infantry division. Okay. Let's see. He even spawns Cass here in the USA tree, and he can now unlock Mr. Eisenhower to get a big bonus. I think this is looking mad grim for the Axis. I don't think he can come back from this. And wait till Tommy comes back. A guy actually... No, I'm talking bullshit. Don't listen to me. Garrett, man. What's the Lewis?
The tanks are really strong, man.
Yeah.
Like these American tanks, like the one thing that makes them so strong is that they can't be pierced even with anti-tank 2 because of all the armor upgrades that they have.
I would have, if I would have been the X player, I would have done the Germany anti-tank build, heavy tank build. Sorry, the CMOBs build. I want to call it the heavy tank CMOBs build. You gotta counter these tanks with tanks. I would just lose my heavy tank immediately. So you gotta force tank micro. If you look at competitive games like in TFB, Germany and Russia, it's tank warfare. It's tank micro. It's tanks. You gotta beat tanks like this. Thank you, Garrett, for 50 gifted. You fuck. Garrett, 2 things. Can you A, maybe make a picture of the package I sent you so people can see it? And number 2, what was your favorite gift in the package? I would like to know that. Thank you for the 50, you fucking crazy
What do people
fuck.
have to do to get a package, by the way?
The biggest sub-gift of the month always gets a package from me.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I can compete there.
To at least give something back a little bit. I like that. It's fun. I get the big package from Deutsche Post and I just put the most random shit in it.
Nice, man. There's also a good way to get rid of like stuff that you know, like old stuff that would just.
I always buy new stuff. I buy like old stuff. Like Garrett got my finger painting. The finger painting I did years ago on stream. He actually got that.
That's super cool though. It's like a relic, you know. You can open it as a museum soon.
Thank you for the 50, man. Crazy fucker. Okie dokie. Well, yeah, this looks. The Axis player, everything was set. Everything had to be set, guys. The 2 tanks easy took this game, and it's really up in game number 2 for my boy Sadist to adapt to this, to find a solution to this. I think he's not done here. He's not getting fully outskilled. It's just really preparation and experience. If he just adapts and realizes he has to research and play more important stuff, has to look more for value, he can easily get a win here in game number 2. But game number 1, I don't know, man. Let's see if we're gonna see a GG soon. I don't know why. I don't think the Axis can get anything done here. Let's wait for the GG in a sec. How can you get your game featured on stream? Just be lucky. Just tell me you have a game. Depends if I'm online. Will you cast Denka's games? Denka's game Friday at 6, which I actually have a competitive game at. I cannot do that actually. I have a competitive game. By the way, I have so many announcements.
Denkus will probably roll his enemy anyway.
Yeah, Denkus plays this mod all the time. Denkus might be the best player in the world on this mod right now. Until people get better. I don't think I can actually cast Denkus. Because I have announcements. So, this week has a different schedule because family stuff. Meaning, my 2 Hoi 4 games are this week. Tomorrow, what the fuck? And Friday. Tomorrow and Friday are actually my competitive games. Because of some things. Tomorrow, Brazil game. Because Brazil has 3 out of 10. It's Wednesday. I just want to do the Brazil game tomorrow, just Wednesday. And Friday, I have to cancel casting Denkus. I can't do that. Someone else can cast him. I can't because I want to play competitive, and I think I play. I don't know what I play on Friday. I have no idea. I have to figure this out. But tomorrow, competitive Brazil game. Yeah. The Soprano set and check Discord. Nice. I like that you like the Soprano set. You made a picture? Show me. Oh wait. So this is the package I sent him, guys. What? I actually forgot. He got a Pokemon puzzle. He got a very nice. This is very nice. This is I live next to a store that makes like very good designer ceramics. This is a ceramic thing. I gave him vitamin D because he
Is it like a back warmer on the left?
No, this is if your back is fucked because you're a gamer. You have to wear this while gaming to make it good again.
Ah, so you have a good posture then, huh?
Yeah, yeah. He got
Nice.
my finger painting. That's probably worth a lot of money one day. I gave him the book World War Z, Sopranos. He got Star Wars soap. This is soap. I made him a card and a Warhammer Intercessor.
Is it a
Everyone gets
DVD
Warhammer.
set for Sopranos?
DVD set for Sopranos, yes.
That's very nice. That's very nice.
My wife loves
Oh, hey
the
there,
bowl. I
right.
knew that, Garrett. The bowl is sick.
Wait a second,
man. The bowl is
waving.
sick.
I'm waving.
Oh,
Wait a second, I'm waving. Am I
dude,
waving?
your
I
room
know.
is so
Yeah, okay, never
cozy.
mind.
Damn, you have a cool room, man.
Oh,
Your room looks really cool, man. Your room
Cool,
looks like
cool,
it's fun to
nice.
sit in and game.
Oh.
Summer sale? Okay. Thank you, Gooseman, man. I missed the old Tommy, but the new Tommy is also alright. 5 years gone. Suck my balls. Thank you for sub. I'd love to see what's going on right now, but the 3-minute ad is killing me. Yeah, we might see a GG here any second now. I always wonder. People really keep fighting. They never give up. I like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. Like the Elapec
People
could
never
literally
give up.
just battle plan now, and he would win.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's not just ending it now. But maybe he thinks his enemy has something in the back pocket that he could use.
Like, if I was a player, I'd be giving up. I would be like EG Hydra. Do you know EG Hydra, or am I too old?
I don't know him. Is it from StarCraft or?
StarCraft 2, there was a player, an American guy. He was known for being super toxic. And if he fought for 1 second, he's losing, he instantly quit all the time. He would like, you would watch big tournaments and he would just quit. And you're like, huh? Why did he give up? And he's like, yeah, I won't win anyway. He would always quit. And that's the kind of me. I would always just, yeah, let's go next. Go next. Go next. He's that
I mean, the
I thought it
push
was
in the
always
east is held right now because he doesn't have Erfurt, which is a supply. And Leipzig doesn't have a supply in it, which doesn't make much sense because I think Leipzig is the bigger city.
Yes.
Or was.
Leipzig is beautiful. Let me look out the window. It is beautiful. Yeah. Oh, and I
I
sent
mean,
you
Erfurt is a
the
capital
Cuban
city,
accent.
you know? Is Leipzig also the capital city of Saxony?
It's not. It's Dresden.
It's not.
But
Dresden is
Leipzig
okay.
is bigger, I think. I don't know. Leipzig is growing.
Dresden is
a lot.
also looking very nice. I've been there once.
Oh yeah, chat. And I also sent him. I always send people a kimono and a headband. I always send people kimonos. I don't know why. Look at that, huh? That's good shit. That's what you get for gifting subs, guys. Imagine gifting subs to XQC. You get fucking nothing. Okay, you get autism.
I mean, that's what they get when they give to you too, right?
Yeah.
But they also get a package and autism, so twice as much.
They call GG, I think.
GG.
Called
Okay.
GG?
GG
Yeah, look in the
called.
chat.
Yeah, he called GG. Nice, man.
We have the 104 retro.
Okay, and then are you still here, Xenis? Oh, right, Rachel, you're here, no? Tell the other guy to
1-0.
host the next game, okay, and then send us the ID, and then we will join again.
Yeah, boys, nice game.
GG, man.
Be fun to. Can I stay here or do I have to go?
No, yeah, like you have
stay.
to like play another one. Hey,
Oh,
he left.
another one. Oh,
Yeah,
another
it's a
one.
best of 3, you
Yeah,
muppet.
tell him to come back. Tell him to come back.
Okay, okay. I didn't know.
Okay, yeah. Tell him to,
I
opponent to
thought
come
I
back.
thought I was done.
No,
Best
you have
of
to play.
3,
It's a
bro.
best of 3. So if you win the next one, it's just not 2 games.
Okay,
Otherwise,
boys,
it's
okay.
3.
It's best of 3.
That means
I was
now, who chose the map?
I chose this one.
That means who are you? Sorry, you are
Retro.
retro. That means we need the other guy in this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, come
Irgendwas
to
noch.
us. I message him.
Okay.
Yeah, tell him there's another game that you need to play. One more round. Or maybe even 2 more people. It's the next one.
Yeah, if he wins.
Or maybe he already doesn't want to play anymore.
Hell no, I'm not playing 2 more. That's too much.
I mean, one more. Like you just, you could
just
have ended
exhausted
this
from
game
one
way
best of
earlier.
3
You
in a
just need to
week,
be,
bro.
play a bit more
The fuck?
aggressive, you know?
Bro, I
on,
like
let's-
saw his eco and the game was telling me he had like 200 mils. 200
Yeah, but
factories.
like actually,
I was scared
that's-
so much,
yeah,
bro.
but actually, UA factory output was way better because he didn't research any industry upgrades, you know?
I missed the
No, I just tried to like take away his infrastructure and his resources, you know, so I couldn't build anything.
But you know, if you know that your enemy is outscaling you in the late run, you need to like act and try to, you know, get the upper hand early on, like killing units or something.
Yeah, like asked you in the chat also about Navy today. Like what do you do for
Oh yeah,
Navy?
true. I remember. That was you. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Navy
what-
on that map wasn't that impact.
Trying.
Sorry,
The game is over and the
Uh,
one player is coming back, chat.
Yeah, I called him to the lobby.
I hope he didn't. I don't hope he didn't go offline right away.
So he doesn't give up.
Yeah, hopefully not.
He has a chance. I think he has a chance if he just.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine he just left for and closed his computer.
Yeah.
Like,
He-
hell no, I'm done with this.
He closed his computer and then he also like uninstalled Hoi4.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
Too
respect,
much
though,
for competitive for
that will be
Fortnite.
his fault. It's,
Oh.
it's written everywhere. It's best of 3. Everybody should know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, so how to do the coin flip? Who
The
should
no,
decide?
now
I mean, the
the-
other. You decided the map last time, or he decided the map last time?
I think I decide, yeah.
Okay, then the other guy's done.
Yeah,
Is
he
like
chooses map
deciding
now,
the
and
map
you
now, and
choose
you
allies
decide
or
the
axis.
side you play.
And game 3 is another coin flip to make it random. For
Yeah,
fairness.
exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
I will go to the toilet really quick while we wait.
Sure.
I hope he comes
Yeah,
back.
me too, me
So we have
Sure.
more content.
No, he's joining back.
So chat, let's hope the player comes back. Otherwise, he forfeits the match. And Retro
Also,
goes
I think
away.
I just made like 10,000 points on TommyKay channel.
Hey,
bet to myself.
that's the biggest thing today. Dude, you're getting a win in the league. You're gonna play for millions of dollars, bro.
Bro, this shit doesn't
Oh,
matter,
there
man.
he
It's
is.
fun.
There he is, the
That's
boy.
all that matters.
Hey, there he is. He's muted.
Okay. Oh, you wanna do the coin
Well.
flip, Tommy?
Sorry.
You wanna do the coin
no,
flip?
no. It's game number 2. So the guy with the X in his name chooses the
Oh,
map,
okay.
and you choose extra allies.
Yeah.
So X. Sorry, I'm streamer mode. I can't see your name. I have like this debuff.
I'll do allies.
I know you have to
He,
choose a
he
map. You
can't,
have to
he
choose a
can't
map.
choose. He can't choose the sides. They switch sides, so it's more fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
they have to switch sides. Oh, I'm retarded. I'm retarded.
Well, Tommy, I mean.
Yeah, I fucked up the rules. I fucked up. That's why we learn. That's how we learn, Sakil. That's how we learn.
Yeah.
W Shaquille,
So
respecting the rules.
Retro has to play Axis, X has to play Allies, which you wanted, but X you choose what map on. And you cannot choose
Jewel?
Rhineland again.
Jewel, okay.
You chose Jewel. Okay, so we're hosting Jewel. Okay, got you.
Yep. I send the ID to Simops. He
Can you send it to me too? Oh, you can't. I will send it to me. Don't worry. Okay.
No, you blocked me, man. I can't.
I blocked you?
It was a long time ago, like 2 years ago, man.
Let me see what you texted me, you fuck. Let me see what.
No,
you
no, no,
texted me.
don't check that, don't check that,
No,
don't
you're
check
not.
that.
I
don't
didn't
check
block
that.
you. That's not true. You unblocked. That's not true.
Okay, okay. Oh, holy fuck. Hopefully you didn't see that.
There's
Okay.
no messages between us. No, I don't see any.
Oh, okay, that's good, that's
Oh
good.
man, you sent me like N-word shit? Okay. Ah.
No, no, no. No, no, no. Don't worry, man.
Did you put a password because of these memers? That's
No,
okay.
no.
Whatever. Okay.
It wasn't public though, so I think that's why they joined.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, wait for Simops. I'm gonna people quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're playing the India map. Okay. That's why, chat. I'm excited for game number 3, so they can't play India and Rhineland anymore. They have to play harder, the different maps like Africa, which are very different. Will there be U-boat today? I don't know, man. The games are long. Okay, guys. We're getting ready. Game number 2, 1-0 Retro leading here. I have to actually switch Axis and allies. One sec. One sec. Bam. 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 Damn. Are they still in here? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
Axis.
good.
To this, man. You got.
Wait, why are people
Head
joining?
up. To
Who is
this.
Stalino?
Put your head up to this, man. You can get this, man.
I know I can.
Just try to
Okay,
make
I'm back
valuable
now.
decisions. Make decisions that make sense. And you looking good. Well, he was like very good economy and stuff, but he did like
Actually,
radar.
actually true. I have to give
and-
him some
and
credit.
4%
I was so
research.
scared of your economy, I went for your resources instead, and tried to get them all. So you couldn't build shit.
Yeah, I saw. I was out of resources the entire game.
Yeah, that was so.
Okay, I'm gonna
that was
peel
such a
quick.
good
Oh,
play.
sec.
Okay, what?
Jewel.
Oh, Jewel, nice.
Okay. Start.
Best of free, chat. If you guys don't know what a best of free is, man, you gotta fix it. Good, mate.
We start.
Yeah, you can go to your channel again if you want to, or just mute.
Oh, we
so
just
you
mute.
don't hear. So you can't hear us, you know. Yeah, you also need to. Okay. X guy, can you also sound mute yourself so you don't hear us talking about you? Thank you. Okay.
Wait, am I allies? I was
Um,
supposed to be Axis, right?
Could be. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, never mind.
No
did,
way.
did you choose faction or did the other guy choose faction?
No, Simops, they don't choose factions. Factions, they switch
I have to
every
be
side,
okay. I have to
so-
rehost
Okay,
it.
then we have to rehost really quick. That's fine.
Okay,
Free
it's fine.
host.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. It's like a 4-player lobby.
You have 2 referees here and both don't know the rules.
Yeah, Shaquille,
love
not
this.
not
I
everybody's like you, man. Don't worry.
I love how this is starting, you know.
Retro on V1 host. Yeah. Okay, copy ID. I send it to everyone now. One
Well.
second. Simops, TommyKay,
Thank you.
Sadist. Yeah.
Also, I know who hosted first game, but it would be more fair that the other person hosted the
Yeah, I can
second.
ask him if he wants to host.
Yeah, bro, whatever. I don't care.
Wait, so
Okay. Now I click on access.
Yeah.
Okay, set is code ID.
wait a second. I'm asking
Shakil,
if it's
I have a
okay.
question, man.
Yeah.
Who did you bet on for the first game?
I didn't bet on anybody, honestly.
Oh, I need to pair the bet.
Yeah,
Wait a
yeah.
second.
Sure, man.
Let me pair the bet. Who won last game? Allies, no? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then that's a lot of points that people are losing there. Rest in peace.
Yeah, just switch factions and...
Bro, I feel like a football coach. I keep betting on myself and I win.
Now I'm wondering if Simap's
Huh?
even following the rules for game rules.
Yo. Bro, why do you care about so much about the rules, man? It's just
Yeah,
a game.
just-
I didn't read the rules yet. I will read
Yeah,
them for next
bro,
time.
I
You know,
never
if
read
both
the
players
rules,
are okay with it, I think it's fine.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just joking.
exactly.
It's just a joke.
It's never a joke, bro.
What
Don't say
happened?
that shit.
Who will win? Allies won.
Okay. I'm Axis now, and he's allies, yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just need to wait for Tommy really quick because
Tommy?
he's AFK right now.
Yeah, I
did
sent
Tommy,
you
we
an
have to
email.
rehost. We have to rehost.
Okay. I'm coming in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Ted is also okay with you hosting again, so it's fine.
Okay, there you go. We got Tommy in the house.
And ready.
Alright.
Can I bet channel points? I can't. It's so I can't.
I mean, Tommy, you have unlimited amount of channel points, but you can bet on my channel
bet
if you
on
want to.
Zadisty, man. This guy got it, man. He got it. I smell it. This guy.
Tommy, if you want,
so
Tommy, if
now
you want,
he's
you can
going...
bet on me, on my channel, if you want.
I can bet on
Because
you.
there you have 3 points. On yours, you have unlimited amount, so it's.
I'm
it's
coming.
not fair.
Okay, here we go. I like gambling. Oh, I'm getting addicted. Poker stars, poker stars. How do I gamble?
You click on the viewer points button below the chat, and then there should be like a bet on there.
Who will win?
And then you can, yeah, if you click, you scroll down a bit, and then you can click on something, so you can enter a custom amount
So
of
this
like, I
is
don't know, 1,000
allies.
points or something. I don't know how many you have, and then you can bet them.
Retro also mute yourself.
Or you can just click on the
Yeah, yeah.
button, then you can tell.
Oh shit, I'm gambling addicted again. That's how it starts. 500 points. Oh shit. What are you eating?
Damn.
Fuck, now I want to eat too. I'm eating.
I'm sorry, I'm eating a
Frozen pizza.
bread with bratwurst. It's very tasty.
Anyway, guy. Welcome to game number 2 of another league game. Retro versus Zadist. I'm a bit scared if we have too many players, too many applications, that we don't have enough judges. Which is why I wanted to make like a rule or like a thing that if 2 players meet and they trust each other and they're not idiots, they can play their game and they just tell us who won.
Yeah.
You know, but it's weird, you know, there could be drama there.
Do I start? He's not saying
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, we're going to
if,
different channel.
wait, if he's okay, wait a second, let me check really quick if he's everything selected. If he's okay, did he tell you that he's ready?
No, he said nothing for so far.
But he has everything picked, so you can unpause. He has everything assigned, everything
Okay,
picked, so it should
okay.
be fine.
Yeah, I'm putting us
Yeah.
into another channel.
Yo,
44 months. Let's do you big ginger monkey.
Just a sec. This song never gets boring. I need to get them up here. There it is. Okay. Now we're safe. No N-word spammers. Are you in? Wait. Oh, wait. Where did I? What? I just sent him into the nether realm. Oh, here we go. 1, 2. Test. There we go. Okay. I sent you to... I'm so dumb, man. Anyway. Game number 2 of the Hoifro League. 5 months of non-stop 1-on-1. And then the top 8 fight in the greatest Hoifro tournament of all times. Gentlemen, we're going in. Sadist is down 1 game. He had the economy, but he didn't have the skill. Should we call him the USA under Joe Biden? I don't know yet. But we're gonna take a look at game number 2 here in India. Also a very famous map. Rhineland, India, the most picked maps. That's why I would love to see game number 3. To see a possible Scandinavia map, which is a map, or the Africa map. Very, very interesting. Isn't there also Japan-China map? Yeah, there's 3 more maps. There's 5 maps.
Yeah.
Actually. I would like to
the
see
Marco
them.
Polo map is also very interesting because it's also like the Navy is very viable there.
Oh, Marco Polo is
And
amazing.
did you say the Northwind map? The one in Finland and stuff? That's also a map.
Yeah, that said that, yeah. So we have a lot of different
Okay.
maps. This mod is just perfect. It was such a good idea to do this mod. And let's take a look at this. Already looking for a bit more value here. Still doing research speed. Okay. And anti-tank 2 coming in. He's predicting he's gonna have to fight tanks. Does the Sifs again. I wonder if it's gonna be Sif greedy again. Where's his opponent? Retro, who is up 1 game, is showing us also research. But there's the engineer to rush again. Retro loves that. He is unlocking, my dear newbie viewers that don't know anything, flame tanks. I didn't even drink coffee.
He's already going for anti-tank, right? Yeah.
Yeah, very early anti-tank. Also,
That's, I think,
Spy Rush.
I'm not sure if that's a good pick.
Yeah, once again, the game unfortunately starts with my boy. I forget his name all the time, man. Xedist, the allied player, to once again misuse his value maybe a bit. He wants to build anti-tank too early on. Let's see if that makes sense. And it's already a very big investment here on Xedist. What if there's not going to be tanks? So especially, this is a special forces tank. We saw that in the last game where Petite won. It's Marines with the rivers. It's Marines invading, and it's mountains in the south. Special forces are strong here. If the Axis player, if Retro, the favorite to win, doesn't show any tanks, then already Xedist is wasting time on building and researching anti-tank 2. The mind games are already in full effect.
Yeah. Let's see if the both players will utilize their spies this time. Right now, the guy that starts with the X Xedist is not even creating an agency. So that could already be like one mistake again.
Don't fucking do Sifs. He's doing Sifs. This motherfucker, fake your face kitten. I love this guy. He says, fuck you, TommyKay. Suck my balls. I'm gonna do Sifs. And once again, already the Wehrmacht pick very early on here. Why do players do that? Is it because they want to rush experience to design the airplane?
Yeah, maybe. The thing is, though, the better way
to
go for would be picking the Chief of Air Force. I don't know. Nice going for this one first, but usually it's a big mistake, like the sweats, the tryhards would say.
Back in the day, guys, they would rush this to get 100 air speed to design the airplanes, but he doesn't even research anything for airplanes. This looks a bit weird, could be a mistake. We saw him also last time doing big mistakes, researching medium 2s, both players full of mistakes, which is totally fine and normal at this stage, but just my boy Allied Nations, starting with an X, just with the much bigger mistakes. Let's see, though. I'd love to see game number 3 on a very different map. Song name? Come on, bro. What the fuck? And Sakil telling me right now we're almost up to 200 players in the league. I will have a long night approving these guys. And that was my goal. 200 players, man. That was my goal to call this a success. 200 players, man. In a weird way, I'd wish... This is gonna sound weird and maybe arrogant. In a weird way, I'd wish I was younger again and not like a big streamer, because I would like to join this. Like, without any expectations. Just joining and nobody cares about me. I'd love to do that, but times have changed, and Daddy needs an AC. So let's keep going. Sif Greed. Oh, wait, did he just switch focuses?
Who?
No, the game is just so... No, he switched focuses! This motherfucker. He switched away from the Sifs. He switched away from the Sifs, man. Listen to Uncle Tommy, man. If you hear me, man, switch to Sifs back again, okay? He actually...
You mean the Allied player?
Create the secret account. I have no time, man. The Allied player, he was on Sif focus and switched back to Mills. Maybe he saw his mistake.
I mean, he was on that focus for like 20 days already, though. I could swear when I clicked him earlier, he was already confirmed.
Interesting.
Maybe he thought, maybe going for Sifs
and he wasted time. He's now behind. He's behind. Oh, he's behind now. He's behind 10 days on focuses for the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah.
He's behind 10 days already on focus. Axis player already on the advantage, man.
My food is empty. I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore now.
We need some chants, guys. Come on, where's the boys? Come on, I need some hooligans in the chat. Axis player already ahead a little bit. Good decision making. Gets the radios. Our allied player, I like him. I love him, and I want him to succeed. He's stopping the Sif Greed. We now have a mill versus mill game. This is getting serious. The skill level is rising, but already 10 days ahead here. You kind of call this the stream sniping debuff. There's my boys. Finally, good shit. Good shit. Good shit. That's kind of cringe. Let's get better music. Oh, that's what I need. That's what I need. Here we go. That's what I need. Can you train this mod without the DLCs? I have no idea. I have no idea. Well, you can't fight. You need an opponent, and if the opponent has all DLCs, he can just host for you. Also, guys, once again, very important. If you want to practice against people, you go to the Discord, you go to the 101 hub, and you go to the one-on-one general chat. Right here, you can find a lot of enemies. You can be like, hey, who wants to play? All day long, these guys are like, hey, who wants to practice? And you can find opponents there all day long.
Yeah, there have been quite a few people wanting to practice already today. And with even more people joining the league, it will just be way more practice games.
What is that? I want to learn that. He's building a railway. What is that? I want to understand. That looks meta as fuck. Punkra Assam. Ah, he's connecting... There's apparently an unconnected supply hub in Punaka. Interesting. 12 whiffs? Interesting. Doing already a supply hub connection here. Allied player just mills. He understands. And now he's back to civs. He just can't stop it. He can't stop it, man. He's addicted to it, man. He needs his shot. We might need to have an intervention, but the civs are back now. He did the 4 mills. Maybe he does a switch around. That's something I will try if I was a player. I will do mills, civs, mills, civs, mills, civs. I will try that out. I'd be interested, man. Maybe mathematically that makes sense with value. I don't know, but it's interesting. But already a much better opener here from our player starting with an X. Xidist. Much better opening. You know what I like about 101s? Also, they're ultra stable. No desyncs, no lagging. That's really fun, man. The Civ card has returned. And let's take a look where it goes. I'm loving this, man. I want to be dead honest. When the stream started today, I was like, oh, do I want to cast these games? Is that going to be boring? Isn't it better? I love this. This is fun as fuck.
It's also good when you have a co-caster, you know?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
You can
Otherwise, it's
with.
exhausting as hell. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I, like, when I was casting earlier today already, like, yeah. Because then, you know, you have to talk the whole time. When you're a co-caster, the other guys can take over from it.
In Sweden, when I was doing real casting in the studio, I realized how hard it is. It's actually no joke. And you want to do a good job, you want to talk all the time.
Talking constantly hurts.
Fighter 2s and the flame tank now coming. Look at the fighter design. Is it a good design? I know he didn't research the bonuses. Pretty basic design. Could have been better. High-level players like Marcel, we learned from them. And I think that's actually the meta opener. They would always open up with the heavy MG2 and survivability studies, making sure you have the best possible plane. I even would go as far as this, and I hope I'm wrong, but you see a very good player if they research this and this first. If you see people research this, that's when you have a good player. That's when you see you got a guy that knows what the hell he's doing. So airplanes...
Usually the meta research is you research your concentrate. Sorry, you research your machine tools. You research your fighter upgrades. You use your defense fighter upgrade and your machine guns, and then you keep one research slot open to juggle with.
Yeah, juggle.
You know, if you juggle tech, you can get 30 days earlier, and getting your industry tech 30 days earlier is pretty good, because then you get build up stuff earlier, like efficiency.
Now, dear chat, what's juggling? You don't use a research slot until this one is full, and then you research and you get a little bonus on it. That's the meta. That's APM. And I know you're watching, Marcel. You're probably watching. And we will see if we see you in the top 8, my Hungarian friend. Build up phase. Now the heavy MG coming. A bit late, you could say. He's already building airplanes that don't have the heavy MG. And submarines. U-boat, man. Somebody wants a U-boat stream. Somebody wants to take down the HMS Nelson. And we have finally the U-boat stream. Pick your pick, war. The U-boat stream is here now. It's coming in. And it's also nice to know that you're up 1-0. You can try some stuff. You can be risky. You know you can lose this game and you're still having a chance and get number 3. And the submarines coming in. Maybe a countermeasure to naval invasions, knowing that these submarines will commemorate anything coming in. And you will be able to stop incoming invasions. Both players just on builds. CMOS, what do we feel? How do we feel here?
I think it's like a bit tending towards the Axis player again, even though the early Civ pick might not be that bad on a map like this, as I talked about earlier. It's not the best pick to do on the Cross the Rhine map because it's so small, but if you look at this map, it's just like, I don't know, 3 times as big. So you can, you know, have like a weaker army in the beginning because you have some tiles that you can give up, some, you know, some bit that you can fall back to. So it could pay off in the long run. It's just like, does he have a plan what he's going to do with all this extra economy in the late game? You know, that's going to be the most important thing. Is he going to be able to utilize it? Because last game he wasn't able to.
And now we see the first railways coming here.
He also put them in. I don't know why exactly. They don't make too much sense to me.
Yeah, I don't get these railways right now.
Maybe we will. Yeah. Maybe we'll understand it later, but right now they don't make much sense.
Maybe he's a high IQ guy. This is what I did actually in the last Romania game. You're doing this railway, you prepare it, so later, when you're like here, that railway is already upgraded. I will call it once again the big issue I see of what's his name? Is it this? is value issues, right? You're building useless railways that at this time could be used to build something important. So I would fully agree with CMOPs here. It's already tending a bit towards retro again, which seems a bit more experienced. But here comes the fleet already scouting a bit. No, that was actually training. Be very clever to scout. You could already
also,
see
his fighter design again. I don't know, man. The fighter design of the other player. It's like the meta fighter design is basically 3 heavy machine guns and then 3 defense modules.
Yes.
You know, like 1 double rubber cost
Sadist.
module and 2 armor plates, I think they're called.
This just never watched TommyKay. He never watched the Feedback Gaming video where Feedback Gaming showed that TommyKay designed the best airplane in the DLC. And because not watching this, he's now designing the much weaker plane. Another piece of the Jenga tower that is shaking forks of this year. Retro, just a very stable guy like his Jenga tower. And we will see how it will transition into the early to mid game here, guys. And once again,
Sadist also went for a
mini tanks.
naval advisor.
Oh, Digga, what the fuck?
Yeah, and you know, like he went for navy designer, which I can understand. If you know, if you do that, you know, pick him early, you can design your ships earlier. But you know, he has XP, but he's building convoys. Okay, no, he's building a submarine now. But you know, it's not that you don't need to build a submarine that early. And I see a module on it which is called mine laying module, and that is not allowed. I will write him really quick. If we see him use them, we will pause the game and then.
Sorry, again, please. What did you say? Sorry.
He's using a mine laying module on his U-boats, and mine laying is not allowed.
Yeah.
So I will already tell him that he's not allowed to use it. In case
Yeah.
he uses it later, we will have to pause the game.
So we have a possible.
But you know, I don't think it will make
this.
that big of a difference on this map. But
He's doing mine laying, which is not allowed. We might have to call. might have to call a yellow card here. But we're for now gonna be nice, thinking he did that not on.
I mean, the rules say it's not allowed to lay mines, so it's not. It's allowed to build mine layers. You know.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
can
allowed
build a
to lay
mine
them,
layer,
though.
but he's not allowed to lay mine.
Yeah.
It's still,
If he stops
right?
before he uses them, then he doesn't get a yellow card.
Anti-tank 2 for the Axis and the medium tank chassis. Retro understands tanks are what makes you win these games. An anti-tank for a possible tank build from our from our ex guy here who chose the red army and goes for the third shock army. Mass assault doctrine here, going for the infantry mass assault, motorized Katyushas, paratroopers, armor trains, CAS, 10 local militia divisions. Holy shit. Every month you get 1,000 infantry equipment. What the fuck? And then the Chainbreaker. What the fuck? You get Gregory Zukov, who has Battle of Berlin. 5% reorg gain, 2.5% reinforcement rate, -10 encirclement penalty. Also, you get a free railway gun. Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, the coolest thing about the tree, I would say, is the Stalin's organ. You know, it's like the motorized rocket artillery. It's really strong, especially against infantry, and usually the people build a lot of
You're the only guy next to 5 God who gets the red pilot buff. -10 fighter production. And what is the ultimate of Russia?
And also,
No step back.
Yeah, Panzer Group West for the Axis, by the way, so we will see a heavy tank coming.
Oh, the CMOS build.
It's already very interesting, you know? Last
Ultimate of
match
Russia
we saw
sick.
special forces and stuff like that, and now we see both players going for tanks.
And we have Army Group West on the Germans. Panzergruppe West is on its way, my brothers. Yeah, he's gonna spawn in a heavy tank. You might remember the heavy tank from CMOPs in January, always getting encircled. And then he gets Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox. Not the best pick here on this map. You get a heat attrition bonus, which is very strong in Africa. And actually, the army experience gain is really sweet, man, in a good game. And you have 50% less taking damage in encirclement from supply. And the German ultimate armor technology, production cost -10. You produce tanks 10% better. And 10% attack and 10% speed. A very strong ultimate here Germany has. So we have Germany versus the Russians, man. And we know how it went historically. Careful for the Germans here. But maybe this time the Germans might actually take it here. Grandpa, you will actually stay alive. You will see Grandma again. Let's take a look. 5th Light Division spawning in light tank division, 2 motorized But he's only doing that for one thing, one of the strongest focuses in the game on the mod. It's this one. You get the heavy tank chassis improved. You create the Panzer IV heavy tank variant. You get 100 heavy tanks, and you spawn in a 32 with heavy tank division, man. A true carry, a big puncher, maybe the biggest punching division in the beginning in this mod in the early game. That division is strong. It's also one of my favorite builds, that heavy tank. It's one-dimensional. You only have one tank. If he gets encircled, you're in trouble. Even though Simop still won, even though he got this tank encircled all the time. And 85 days.
Man, how often are you gonna say it's like the 5th
Hey,
time
welcome.
already?
You want to stream? You want to stream on Twitch? If you do something wrong, people will shit on you for it for 20 fucking
Yeah,
years.
it's okay, it's okay.
Also, try to never be
okay.
balding, because then you're in big trouble.
I mean, I will bald soon. My dad is also bald, and my grandpa, my great-grandpa, they're all bald, so I will also...
Well, enjoy it until... enjoy it,
soon.
man. Enjoy it.
I will enjoy my hair. By the way, the allied player saw my DM that I wrote him about the
Okay.
the mining, so he's stopped building it. He
Good
said,
thing you
okay,
saw that,
sorry,
though.
sorry,
I
and
need to
said,
know
hey,
that
no
too as a
problem, maybe
judge.
the music.
I did actually not check if he has mine laying.
Yeah, I also didn't know it before, like, also, like, after one match when I went through the rule set together with,
Imagine.
what was he called again? Olich?
I don't
What
know.
is his name?
I don't know.
But, like, the guy who organizes it a lot. Sakil, sorry.
Sakil, yeah.
Yeah, that's, before I know, like,
Without
I can't
Sakil,
these matches
this
here, I
whole
went
thing
through the
would be
rules set with him,
impossible.
added, like, 2 rules or something. And,
Very interesting
now I
focus
also
from the
know
allies. He now gets 1,000 guns every month. That's mad interesting.
It's really good. 1 month, every
Yeah,
month. That's cool.
interesting
I didn't
focus.
know that. Because
I like also how fresh this mod is to me. Like, I don't know much about this mod. I like to be surprised.
And he also gets 10 militia divisions, which are actually
Not
decent.
bad.
You know?
So I think we can say
They
that
help
even
him.
though the Allied nations are a bit behind here, in our opinion, my boy, whose name is Xidist, actually showing a much better game now, not giving away too easily, and also not researching shitty radar. The FMG a bit late. He's already building an airplane with a shitty design, and retro, very conservative German heavy tank build. Why are Space Marines banned? Why would they not be banned? I mean, that's a stupid question.
Who's banned?
No, why would Space Marine be banned? The fuck? After
Oh,
7
I
years,
mean-
you asked that question?
I mean, in the actual Speed 5 League, that's not banned. You know, because you can count it kinda easy. You know, you just need anti-tank or maybe in some cases even only anti-air
Yeah,
to
but
pierce
it
them.
would need.
But it's
down the
understandable why
line-
they are banned because they're kinda cancelled to deal with.
Yeah. On submarine freeze banned. No one is building submarine freeze though.
Yeah, submarine 3s are allowed, but submarine 4s are not allowed.
Oh, okay.
They're both like very strong, but you start with submarine 3's research, so why?
A Space Marine is a division that mixes armored divisions and infantry.
Yeah, and that way you can gain the like an armored division, you know, that only consists of 1 armored battalion. Basically, you can give your infantry battalion, your infantry division armor, and that's really strong. You should use it against AI, by the way, guys.
Yeah, in single player you shit on everyone with that.
Okay, so submarine 3s are also not allowed, Zaki Rose.
Submarine freeze are a
interesting.
rule break. Not a rule break.
It's okay. It's okay. I will write the access player. I will write the access player. Hey, man.
Actually, submarine freeze
you
are banned.
Not allowed.
Oh
to use
shit, boy!
Yeah, if I see like him using them later or something,
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
talk
check
to
it
him and
too,
we'll talk
check
to him
it
again. Problem is just it's very hard to get their
We
attention
got
when they're
the
both
rule
muted
break.
and
Dude, these people don't read the
playing
rules,
right now.
just like me. What? Fucking hell, that's how we learned it though. Submarine freeze actually banned, not allowed to be used. Best refs EU. But it's day 1, man. I'm not gonna do any yellow cards, man. The guys, man. I don't think they're doing this out of violent intent. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, Gucci gang. He's now building the railways, which seems like such a waste of time. What else does Russia do? He now gets 1k guns per
Okay,
month.
the access player said okay, and he's also sorry, and he stopped building submarines.
Thank you very much, CMOPS. Russia now going for rocket artillery. Does he even spawn one? Create allied unit in Quetta. I think he's spawning Katyusha.
Yeah, the Katyushas are very strong. Oh, yeah. Oh wait, there was a heavy tank on the German side. By the way, 33 units versus 37 right now. But the heavy tank looks really strong if you look at it. It doesn't have that high stats, you know. It has worse stats than the allied medium tank that you get, but it's still a heavy tank. It's very
Especially
hard
as
to
a heavy
shoot.
tank. Yeah, the
Yes.
armor's good. And in early game, it's so strong. Probably the strongest division in the game in early game. But now he's switching over to researching medium tanks. He just finished the medium tank research. He probably doesn't want to invest too much into this heavy tank.
Yeah.
And now he's
heavy
building
tanks are very
submarines too.
expensive if
Yeah,
you
now
want to
he's
build it
building
properly.
submarines
Now
too.
he's building submarine tools. They are
Yeah.
allowed though.
Look at that. Adults talking to each other and everybody is just calm and chill. Good stuff. And that's why it's good that these players have one game per week where everybody really learns the rules and know what the fuck's going on. And here comes the Katyusha, the first official Katyusha of the Hoi 4 League. It's coming in. It's gonna be ridiculous to see the Katyusha online. And this Katyusha has to be the carry well, it has to take down a heavy tank, so... I'm starting to feel bad about the Katyusha. That heavy tank might be a problem. And the war started. The game is fast. The content is fast. And epicness is coming in fast too. Where's the Lele song? Where's the Lele song?
Oh, Paradrop and Patna. Look at that. The other player, Paradrop and Patna. He needs to last at the Paratrooper though. That's really strong. He already holds the
damn, I didn't see that coming.
right next to the enemy spawn. It's just that he's not last hitting the Paratrooper and he lost it.
So once again, it's just part of the narrative of my boy Zedist, who once again just did a little value waste here. Good rush, much better place than before, much better place than before. But the Paratrooper just not really doing anything really. Nice rush on Nagpur, which he might lose again. These motorized are very weak. They don't have anything in them. They're 10 with motorized, and I love how Zedist has improved so much here, playing much better, and is securing 2 points already, making sure these resources go his way. Infantry versus infantry, the big bonus though, the heavy tank of Germany. The Katyushas are coming in very soon. What is Germany on? Germany doing last of the Luftwaffe, spotting him 200 airplanes, air war going towards the allied player at the moment. And he's actually holding Nagpur. Love to see that. Taking the point, making sure it's his. My boy Zedist, thank you, Bobby Gaming. Actually, now lost it, unfortunately, losing the point. Very hard to rush that here from the left side, which is so metaistic that if you choose the India map, it makes so much sense to choose Axis, because the Axis just reaches Nagpur a bit earlier. The Axis reached 2 out of 3 points a bit earlier, making this a bit maybe of an Axis favored map. I don't know. Seems like you shouldn't really pick allies on the India map. I don't know.
Don't tell me that...
Yeah?
What the fuck? The allied player just deleted this Katyusha division. Why?
Okay, he just deleted his Katyusha. Maybe he wanted them to stockpile to now add them to the division. He has 160 Katyushas. Is he gonna add them to a division?
Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very sad.
He's doing the same thing
You know,
the
the
last
problem is
time.
though, like when you start as the Axis, the allies have it easier to attack Nagpur,
Yes.
you know. And also, if they get to Nagpur and all, maybe even the mountains to the east of it, it's gonna be even harder for you to take it back, you know, if you don't get there quick.
He's also holding it with the heavy tank now. We got the stalemate, people.
But
Test
that's,
your out. The division count looks much better for the allied player. And like last game, he's showing us his Viking Axe division, which is supposed to be these big punchers. It's supposed to be the division that does damage. It's unfortunately a division again that does do nothing against the tanks of the Axis players. We don't know what the hell happened to the 160 Katyushas here. Sometimes I feel like my friend Zedist is a bit of a sadist, because what the fuck is he doing deleting his Katyusha division? Now
Yeah, you know, the
red
problem is
pilots.
also it spawns fully trained already. If
Speed
he
free,
wants
by
to
the way,
retrain
speed
it
free.
now, he would have...
Speed free, by the way.
Oh yeah, whoopsie. I will go tell him. I mean, I can't tell them, I will write
It's
them.
always like, though, if they don't complain, then, like...
Yeah, probably, like, nobody's doing anything right now, so it should be fine. But I'm writing them to speak. And also,
Yes,
the
and that
problem when
tank,
the
but he
people
will
are
never
muted,
pierce
you
the
know,
heavy
that
tank.
he can't really talk to them. Oh, we went down to speed 3. And now he, oh my god, big push. The battle plan has been
battle
enabled.
planning here. Never a good sign in Hoi for esports. The battle plan seems to be going well in the plains and the hills, but massively losing the south.
Oh,
The
huge last stand on the entire front line here.
Yeah, and we have the last stand.
This
Beautiful
might be a
last stand.
problem, you know, like if you look at the plains tiles, his units are losing a lot of strength there because he's fighting 1 versus 4
Yeah,
there.
a lot of the
But
equipment losses
everywhere
here
else he's
for the last stand.
easy.
This
But
is
that's really good though, you know. You see, that's a good trade for the allied player here. He's deleting a lot of divisions.
actually getting away with this battle plan, losing a lot of equipment in these battles, but taking the plain tiles. Once again, to explain it for people who don't know the game, the last stand of the Axis player means that he will lose all his equipment in these battles. A lot of equipment damage is being done.
Look at the strength numbers going on here.
Yeah,
damn,
huge damage already. We will see, I think, after the battle what happens here. Already missing a lot of support equipment. Thank you, Dibin and God. And now gets the red bubble, unfortunately, but good damage done. That was not a bad battle plan. Imagine now, though, chat. I always look for greatness. Imagine he would have clicked this himself and didn't battle plan. The whole attack would have had much more impact. But a good play, a good, nice probing attack. But the Axis player is still unimpressed and probably switching to medium tanks soon. Yeah, now switching to medium tanks. The true weakness of my boy Exodist.
And look at the North again. He's deleting his motorized divisions. He's losing his motorized divisions there. Look at the strength going down.
Oh, yeah.
Or it's 30% on two of them.
5 whiffs.
Like, this is a really good trade, you know, even though he's not taking the tiles, he's completely depleting the enemy stockpiles by killing so much strength here. Axis player has minus 2,000 guns in the stockpile.
Even
While he himself has 6k in the stockpile. Like, this is really good trades from here. He just needs to get like more units there.
Look at the damage shed. It just ticked up a lot of damage done here. In this mod, equipment is very, very important. He still has... no, how much equipment does the Axis player have? Wow, he just totally killed all his infantry equipment. This was... You're right, that was beautiful. This attack, and I think he didn't really plan that. He was just trying to battle plan. And the force, the last standing of the Axis player really played into his cards. And he just pushed the Axis player into a negative infantry equipment, man. A good start for this here. A bit of a lucky punch. Getting the armor trains now. Does he have air? He loses the airborne at the moment. Massively, by the way. And the
he did a very bad air design again. If you look at the trades, I mean the air trades don't look too bad, but yeah, he did a bad air design and went up on air way.
And now he's building Katyushas. He deletes Katyushas and now builds Katyushas. I think so. This is
that's
just
something
very
I don't
nervous.
understand again. Yeah,
he's just very nervous.
That could be. It's the stage. What do you call it? Stage.
That's the problem.
Something with stage.
And by the way, this is a message to all League players. If you do not want me to cast your game, that's totally fine. You don't need to be like, oh, I don't want to be on stream. That's totally cool.
But for the invitational, you guys have to be on stream, no?
Yeah. There
so better practice early to not shit your pants while you're being broadcasted to thousands of people.
You also learn how to handle the nervosity. More anti-tank, doing excavation, okay. He only has 1 point. Excavation probably helps a bit. And supply issues here for the Axis player, who has trouble with trains. Wait, why does he have trouble with trains? Is he getting Logi striked? Wait, is the Logi strike going on? What's that?
He probably didn't build enough, you know, because the front end is so big. He upgraded some railways.
He's not even Logi striking.
And he has so many units.
Yeah. He just didn't build enough.
He's not being supply strike. It's just that probably like he has to, you know, supply a lot of units on a really big part of the front.
I remember in the tournament in January. Oh, not a battle plan. This guy's crazy, bro.
Again.
This guy's insane. I remember in January it was so important to Logi strike people. Logi striking was so fucking strong. Logi
it got nerfed a lot though in the meantime, but it's still nice to have.
Yeah. And this battle planning, in my opinion, battle planning is always in competitive 4 a sign of desperation. It's a sign of you don't know what to do. It's a sign of you look for someone to save you, some randomness. And that battle plan did nothing for him. Gets fully repelled. And the Axis player now slowly running with the game. Especially if he manages to get these medium tanks out soon. It looks grim for the Russia pick here. We don't see anything coming in that might help him. 100 casts coming in. He did a Katyusha focus, but doesn't do anything with Katyushas.
Yeah, a lot of Kaz is doing a huge damage now. If you look at the battles going on about Nagpur, already like 50 cast damage. It's just crazy.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But let's see really quick. He has been... Did he? No, he didn't build any anti-air. He just built air.
Yeah, so the cast fully going towards Germany here. And it's looking very, very good for Retro here, who is looking to be taking maybe. As a caster, you should always say maybe. This game is over, guys, so you can just turn off. Let's play some Skyrim. Retro looking very, very favored right now. Looking very, very good to take away this game. He's building very, very basic infantry. The infantry is not even worth much. He has the very nice heavy tank. He's gonna make a medium tank division pretty soon. And he just plays very basic 12 with, still though with the flame tank. Which you can see, the bonuses. Big attack bonuses. Which I don't know if that's so clever. He never ever attacks with this infantry, but gives them an attack bonus. Wouldn't it be better to not give them flame tanks, because they never attack anyway? Interesting question. Talking about min-maxing and meta. If a division never attacks, then don't give them attack bonuses, right? Yeah, what is he doing with these Katyushas? Jeez, man. The Katyusha's just being very, very useless right now. Let's take a look at the industry here, where the Elder plays at 74, 70, very, very equal industries, super, super equal. But it's once again... Oh, the supply hub? Oh, mad supply issue here for our allied player. He's losing so much equipment here in the north. He just doesn't have the right supply there. Should have maybe built a supply hub.
And also his air force is completely dying. He has like 9 factories on air, but it's going to be completely useless because it's just getting shut down. Yeah, this I can't say it like this.
Yeah.
This is going to be very hard for the allied player to
Yeah.
pull back and actually win.
He loses 50 planes for the enemy's 30. It's looking grim. And there comes an Axis push here, easily breaking through.
He might encircle some
And there we
infantry
go.
units, you know.
I just said he will never attack with infantry. He's attacking with the 12 whiffs. The flame tanks doing so good here in the forest. They're just burning down all the trees. Like, he should play Brazil, man. And there might be a first encirclement. And it's starting to look like a stomp. Retro is just now not having any mercy on our boy Xedist. And is
He
looking
might
better
not get
and
to
better.
the units encircled because he managed to last stand everywhere, but he's still taking huge strength losses on all the units that are actually last stand right
I
now.
want to learn these focuses. What did he just do? Anti-Soviet. Gives you trucks and mechanized. Damn. You get 20 submarines. Holy shit. Also, the
Yeah,
Wehrmacht
that's,
canister. Minus 15 supplies. So good.
So the player's gonna get 100 cas in 4 days, and also like after that a railway gun. And then he's gonna do the no step back focus, which will give him attack, cavalry rate, less consumer goods, and a lot of other cool bonuses. But I don't think they're gonna be able to help him that much
it all
anymore.
sounds so good, but the problem with this really is he has all these tools, but he doesn't know how to use them. His father once gave him a hammer, and he hit himself in the head and didn't build the IKEA furniture. If Xedist can learn in the next weeks to get more valuable decisions, to learn the game a bit more, he has good potential. I see talent in him, but right now he's just getting outplayed by a much more experienced player here. And Retro looking very, very good to make this a short, quick stream where Tommy can go to bed early. There's no more time for Yuba today, guys. Don't hate me. Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow. But I really enjoyed these one-on-ones today, man. Really big fun. A verbal beatdown. 3 points easy. Ah, man. I lost all my channel points for C-Mobs. I have no more
Who
points
did you
for
bet
C-Mobs channel.
on
God
the
damn.
other player?
Once again, I
That's a
feel like
shame, man.
Retro could be more aggressive. It's interesting to see Retro against better players. It's going to be interesting to see Retro like someone like a Marcel. How's he going to fare himself there? Nice counter here. There's going to be some battles. He might even lose the north of Nagpur, but beautiful counter. That shows a high-level player. He counters it, so he cannot take that tile. But now he unorked himself and is now losing this tile. We see actually a nice attack here from the Russians. This could be worth something. Taking actually something here. Where's the heavy tank in all of this? Yeah, it's in Nagpur. It's in a shitty... it's fighting in... Actually in planes. It's fighting in planes. Meaning the heavy tank is gonna kill that. And so this situation once again turned around and became a victory for the Axis. Isn't there a guy with a girlfriend waiting for U-boat? Oh man, explain that to your girlfriend. Holy shit, that guy got fucked. Damn. I feel bad for that guy now. Tomorrow night, girlfriend. Tomorrow night, U-boat. But this was really good. We had to do this. I wanted to see the Nelson stream. Yeah, I'm sorry, okay? Sorry, I'm trying to push the biggest reform of all times. Tomorrow, U-boat, man, okay? Get hungry, get hungry. Axis player just breaking through now. The heavy tank being such a good asset here.
Yeah.
Even though I don't see the heavy tank
I think if he wanted to, he could also push towards Lucknow because it's, you know, plane styles and he has like
He
twice
changed
many
the
units
symbol
there.
again, thinking that
It's
it
very ridiculous.
does something against his enemy.
No. So the Ace player also earlier said that he doesn't want to play game 3, so that's probably why he's like, you know, pushing up the pace a bit now. Because he wants to go to sleep or whatever.
Yeah. Also, it's... If you can finish it, you should go with it. There will probably be players that just stay defensive to just secure their win, but not him. He's gonna keep pushing. Supply ups are an issue, but there's actually a free supply up right now, which he's probably gonna take. And the question, like game 1, remains: can my boy Xedist come up with a solution? It looks like he doesn't have the skill power yet to do it. He's doing the chain breaker, he's getting Zukov, he's getting all these nice bonuses. He should have crazy guns from that bonus. Actually, only 1k guns. 2k trucks in stockpile. Something should learn too, overproducing trucks. And I just don't see anything that can help him. He's relying way too much on these 25 whiffs. Just pure soft attack with a little bit of piercing. That will not beat the tank meta. He's now building a thing called Pure Diff, which is just pure defense. And you can just see a missing experience. He doesn't offer anything that can counter Retro's build.
Yeah, and that's another thing I want to say for everyone who's playing to participate in the league. Practice, 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 you know? There's so much stuff that you can learn here, and by playing against other players that are playing actually well, know how to play the mods, you can learn a lot of stuff and improve way quicker than by just playing yourself, you know? Yeah, try to, you know, practice a lot, play more games. The more games you play, the more scenarios you end up in that you can remember and use as advantage later on when you actually play your tournament games. It's very important.
And that's
It's the same in all esports.
That's what's so interesting about the early stages of this league, right? You can get away with just knowledge. Imagine you playing these games that I showed you today, and you just have knowledge. You know the meta a bit, because you was watching, for example, Speed 5 events. Grisha's losing his 101? Wait, Grisha's in this tournament? Why would you say that?
He's probably playing in different tournament or something.
What are you talking about, man? He's not even online. Does he have a
Or
fake
Grisha
account?
playing with under a different name, that could be.
He's not. His opponent is streaming on Twitch. Grisha is secretly in this tournament. He's streaming on Kick. He's streaming on Kick. Huh? Grisha Kick. Grisha Putin Kick. What does he think is gonna happen? I can't even find him, man. I can't even find him. He snuck in and he already got exposed? Grisha, you muppet.
That was quick.
Yeah, is that a tournament game? Or is it just... Maybe that's not a tournament. Maybe that's just a basic game.
I think he's just practicing because Christoph is supposed to face somebody else tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the tournament. Man, great chat, man. Great chat. You have very intelligent people in that chat, man. Was he banned from it? What do you think, random username? What do you think, bro? I don't think he's in that tournament. It's just, once again, Medi fake newsing. But his opponent is in the tournament? Christ of Twitch. Send me his Twitch channel, the opponent. Actual orc. Ah, poor Grisha, man. He could have been this tournament and get very big in it, but he fucked his whole career up. Nothing indicates he's in the tournament. This is just a basic game. You're fake newsing pretty hard, in my opinion, Maddie. Nothing indicates this is a tournament game. They're just having fun in a 1-on-1. You're kind of just wasting my time with this. Do more research. The fuck? Maddie, man. Maddie, you used to be one of my favorite
Fake
viewers.
news, Matty, man. Fake news,
such a
Matty.
retard,
Wow.
man. Yeah, they're just playing for fun. Man. Come on, Maddie. I didn't say, I just said he was losing his 1-on-1. Didn't you say tournament? One sec.
Let's scroll up a bit here.
I mean, you didn't say, but Grisha's losing his 1-on-1. The word his kind of indicates the tournament under the context of me streaming the tournament.
That's true.
Yeah, Maddie, you kind of got, like, in a court, you will probably lose. Very stationary, getting access power, just really delving in a possible win here. He's just holding, he's looking so strong. And it's going to be so hard for the first shock army to come up with anything that can remotely get going here. Thank you, Akatsukyol. We've seen a tech against the green bubble, but if Germany just brings a tank over, especially now that he's probably almost done with his medium tank division that he's preparing. Yeah, he's 6-7 medium tanks.
Oh yeah. It's a big investment though. Russian player might be able to push through here, but look at the cast damage in the battles, man. It's just crazy. And that's one thing that I don't understand, man. If you know you lose the air war, you know, like at least build some anti-air.
Yeah.
It's like the anti-air helps you so much
Lots of
against
cast.
all of the problems here. You could also, you know, put a something on this, like a trait on this field marshal, which reduces the cast damage he receives by 50%. If you look at the general called Vasily Kuznetsov, it's a red one. You can check commando trait. Our upgrade for it is camouflage expert, which reduces damage taken by cast by 50%. And that helps you a lot when you are, you know, your enemy has cast and you don't.
Yeah. Once again, this is all just little narratives of small little mistakes, small little misexperiences, disexperiences, is that a word? And that's why it's gonna look grim here for a Russian player. He's trying to make something happen, but the bubbles are just not going his way. And the Retro on the X can just lean back, take his time, build his sieves up, build a great industry, and just hang here. Nothing is threatening him. His cast is ruling the air. 200 cast. Even Logi striking now. Let's take a look at the supply here. Nothing bad yet. Does he have to repair? Yeah, a little bit. Nothing crazy. The Logi striking, not that strong yet, but the axes can just lay back and be smooth about this.
Yeah. I'm kind of wishing for him to like push, you know, and actually try to finish the job. But he's probably just afraid of the economy again. Which is actually not that much bigger than this.
That is a huge sign of desperation. The battle plan is never a good sign. Everything turns red. The battle plan is gonna get nothing done. This might even switch over. He just needs to bring the heavy tank over.
It's just a huge waste of equipment at this point. Look at the strength losses on the units on the front line here. 10% per unit per battle. Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's just probably not going to be enough.
The chaos is just going crazy, man. 26 damage. If
opponent don't play, they should get a win on the opponent. If somebody doesn't want to play, should they get a win or new opponent, the other guy? I think I'm against new opponent because it will kill the whole randomness system. There's a reason we randomize everything, and if you put people together, sure, you could argue though it's unfair because if you 3 weeks in a row get a player that doesn't want to play, you have free wins for free, right? But down the line you have to show your skill, which is why I think we should make a rule that, first of all, Sakil, I think if the opponent doesn't arrive, also makes it easy for you. I want to make your job easier, Sakil. If one guy doesn't want to play, he just gets a loss. I think no new opponent. This makes your job much easier, Sakil. You don't have to make group picks and stuff. That's what I think. Just give them a loss. If they don't respond within 3 days, just a loss. I think you Dexirel. But what if you get 10 times in a row people who are opponents? Thank you, Dexirel. That's hard to handle. I don't know. It's very random. It's very unlikely. And I will really say that we're going to make a rule that if a person has this many losses, they get kicked out of the league, so they don't become farmable. If a person goes 0-4, 0-5, they unfortunately, no hate, nothing personal. At the moment it's 5 losses. I think that's good, 5 losses. If you have 0-5, you get kicked out of the league to make it easier for the organizers, and you don't become someone that can be farmed. You're not gonna be in international anyway with 0-5, you know. And I think that's how we should do it. 0-5, and you're out.
That's a good idea.
Could argue about a 0-4 too, but yeah. As I proposed, if they don't play freaks in a row, they get disqualified. I fully agree, Sakil, 100%, but then we need people to take track of that. You want to do that? It's kind of meh. It's kind of meh. Taking track of
it's a lot of work, especially with like almost 200 people in the league. You know,
like you have to write down this guy
right now. It's just
wasn't online for 3 weeks. You have to check that and shit. Yeah, this is just full stalemate. I don't think Xidis can come up with anything here that will fix him. He just needs a bit more training. For example, whoever has to fight me from 7th to 13th of August has a free win because I'm on vacation. Yeah, that's, for example, Katusha will give away a free win to someone. But it's just how it is. I already made records? Sakil, man, you crazy, man. You crazy, man. My opponent left the tournament. Do I get a win or a new match? Did you just listen to the last minute? It looks like you have a free win, my dudes. You might have a free win. You have to prove it first, though. And another thing, Sakil, everyone, let's wait really till the end of the week. Till Saturday, Sunday. It's fucking Tuesday. If, for example, Jam's opponent isn't here right now, let's still wait. Don't give him the SN proof already. Yeah. Well, if he left, right? But, like, if people don't talk back, let's wait till the end of the week, you know. Admit the game quit equals win? Well, heh? What do you think? Eh? Forfeiter removed from
look at all the bonus stats that the Germany gets here. 50% extra stats from entrenchment. That's crazy.
Can't see it.
Well, it's gonna be almost impossible for him to push.
Yeah. This is pretty much.
How does he get so much entrenchment? Crazy. He went for Grand Battle Plan.
36, yes, 40% entrenchment. Which, once again, you gotta use Spice. If you want to be good at this mod, Spice. You have to take away entrenchment from your enemy with Spice.
Yeah, like entrenchment, if your enemy can stack it without you being able to decrease it with your Spice, it's just going to be extremely strong.
Jump, talk to Sekil. I don't know. What about 2 free wins or only equal to 1 win? Jack, you're once again making stuff too complicated. The number one thing the stream wants and the league wants is to be not complicated. And then there's people like you, Jack, that always want to make complicated stuff. But Tommy, what if after 3 weeks a guy has 2-1 and then he has to make a special game against, you know, Joe Biden, and then he can unlock a new league? It's a league where only the 2-1 players play, and they're only allowed to play Germany because like, you guys always do that. Keep shit simple. Number 1 rule. I got a job and I don't have much time to watch streams, so I will stop in my prime. That's why you're an alpha, my dude. Still battle planning. Battle planning is just not gonna work here at all. I think our boy Zadist is gonna be beaten here. There's a big lack of experience that he can fix. I want him to know that. He's probably gonna watch it in a VOD. You can fix this Xadil, Xaxis. You can do this. You really should just watch some players and learn at least the basics. Can you also add if they don't play freaks in a row, they get disqualified? Yeah, let's do that. I do it afterwards. Sure, I'll put it in. He upgraded his agency immediately? Yeah, I sometimes feel like he's a bit stream snapping. Every time I say something, he does it. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, man. It's a little bit weird. Okay, new rule. I gotta do this right now. Brand new rule. New rules coming out. In order to stop exploits or getting farmed, anyone who goes 0-5 will be removed from the league. Nothing personal, kiddo. Also, if you deny to fight your opponent for 3 weeks in a row, you will be also removed. There we go. Yeah, that's good rules. I agree. Thank you, Dem 4L Strum. Thank you. That's good rules. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he always does things when I say them. If you're a stream sniper, man, you gotta always do it subtle, man. You have to not show it so easily. But it looks like Karma will prevail, and Rakdos Retro is gonna go away with him. Thank you for 25, my brother, man. Have fun keeping track of that. Will be a pain. But I got my boy Sekil, man. Sekil, man, I gotta start sending you some money. Send me your PayPal, Sekil. Send me your PayPal. Send me some money for what you're doing here, man. Yeah, this is just over. This battle plan is just not worth anything. This is not gonna work. Nope. We have yet to see a 2-1 game. Most games are 2-0 storms. Isn't the 0-5 rule actually in the original post? I have no idea. I have to check. Yeah, it's almost midnight. I gotta go to sleep after this. We're not gonna play U-Boat. This was a full 4-hour stream. Cool. Access flag. He never unlocked his hero, which means his flag didn't change. He has to choose Rommel, and then he actually becomes the Panzergruppe West. He gets a new flag.
Yeah.
He also never took his -15 supply. Yeah. Yeah.
He's also building forts right now.
He likes that, yeah. It's something he likes. How much defense is a fort again? 25?
It's like, I think, 10 or 15%.
15.
Level 1.
15.
It's pretty decent. You know, for the cost of 500, you can build in like 3 days. If you're defending a crucial tile or only a small front line, it could be worth it.
What if someone from Russia was determined how we send the money? Let's talk about that when that happens. I don't know who's a favorite yet in this tournament. I don't know. That's the cool thing about having League 200 players. You don't know who the fuck the favorite is. There's gonna be some people
especially
that
when it's like a league, you know,
yeah,
over 6 weeks, over 16 weeks. Like there's some people that will improve so much because they're gonna play so much, because there's so much money on the line. The people like Dankers could, you know, like
be taken
drop
over.
out of the role of a favorite.
Dankers is the favorite because he's the best player in the world right now on the mod, because nobody really plays this mod. I think with the league and now TommyKay exposing this mod, giving this mod exposure, more people will join. And what I always think about Dankers is very good with theory crafting, but he's not so good in APM and micro. And I think in these 16 weeks, there will be guys emerging that will out-micro the fuck out of Dankers, man. I always shit on Dankers, because I love Dankers. He's my friend and my son. That's why I want to always push him to the highest. And let's see if Dankers is the favorite. I think Marcel is creepy good, man. Marcel is good. Marcel has been a recurring player. He's been in all my tournaments. He's been in the Great Game. He's been in the International. I almost think Marcel or Nave is the highest grossing Hoi4 esports players in the world. If you have a list of who are the most earning players, I think Marcel or Nave is ranked 1 right now. Whoever wins this though, right, might be easily go to the top. Also, I think 7D is still. 7D has like $3,000, I think.
Yeah, then I think he's the one with the most money then. Because from the
think
other
there was a stream
tournaments
where we talked
together,
to Nave,
like
and Nave was ranked
we won
1.
like.
Because Nave
Yeah.
was
I mean,
always in the money.
Nave won a second great game, right, with his team.
Yes, which was
Or
good
the
money
first great
too,
game.
yeah.
I can't remember which one anymore. The one where I was in the team with Grisha. That's the one that the Nave won because he got the USA and it was really strong. But I think in the first 1v1 tournament, I think that was a bigger prize pool.
Yeah. Highest grossing Hoi4 esports player is a weird thing to hear. Yeah, but it's so cool, right? And I really believe, at the end of the year, at the beginning of 2024, you could literally live off being a Hoi4 pro. Isn't that insane? If you stream, right? You're not like an entertainer, but you're an esports player. You stream, you play Speed 5 events, which is good money. You are in the money in TommyKay events. You maybe play side events, right? You can literally make easily 10K a year, man. You can literally live off playing Hoi4 without being an entertainment streamer. Thank you, Mike, my brother, man. 100%. What happened to 7D? He was just too young. He really fucked it up with me. He did something not so nice. He tried to steal money, pretty much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can say it like that. That's kind of what happened. I'm transparent. 3 years ago at the first international, I accidentally sent Matty's money to, was it Matty? To 7D. I accidentally sent 7D money, and I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Can you please help me sending the money back? I will pay for any fees, whatever. And he was like, I will. And then he just went, he just left. He just never texted back, man. 10K a year living? Dude, when I was 22, 10K a year, bro, I live off that easy as a student, man. As a university student, he tried to snatch the money. He tried to snatch the money. He tried to not pay me back. He was like really young. He was a really little kid. And I was like, bro, I know what your bank is. I will call them. I will get lawyers. And then he sent it. It was my mistake to send the wrong money, but he behaved so badly. I was like, yeah, you're not going to be in my tournaments anymore, my dude. That shit is just... Yeah. I could live off 10K a year? Yeah, dude. 27 years of my life, 10K a year, man? Bro, I'm rich. What the fuck? The cool thing about Hoi4 esports is also, though, that where you live. Imagine you live in Norway. Winning the tournament isn't like, okay, that's like 1 week of living, right? Imagine you live in Russia, though, and you win a lot of money, right? Depending where you live. So, yeah, Cass is king. Cass is king, he says. And there we go. Panzer, Gruppe, West, Erwin Rommel unlocked. Gets his ultimate. This is over, gentlemen. This is over.
You know what I like though is like all the flags that got created. You know, like all these custom flags.
Yeah,
the Panzer Gruppe West, for
yeah.
example, is like 3 symbols of 3 different Panzer divisions that were part of the Panzer Gruppe West added together. Like the sword, the 3 stripes, and this Y.
Dude, look at
that's what Mitch went talking about,
man. Look at that true Hoi4 player. I sometimes wish the developer will make it that the colors change earlier, because it makes you distinguish the players a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I could ask.
Who even is the dev? I don't even know the guy. He's so important.
I mean, the lead creative input guy that also updates the updates to the mod and everything is Mitchman. And I casted the league with him every weekend, so I could ask him a few things.
But he has a guy. Mitch has a guy. That's like the main...
Yeah, he has multiple guys that are modding. I think 3 people. Yeah. But he's the guy, the main brain behind it. He comes up with the ideas of new factions and stuff like that.
I like Mitch, and I think Mitch must be very happy with this, that his mod is now really going big. I'm very happy for Mitch with that. Mitch is a good guy.
I can ask him if you want. Like, if you have some feedback or something that I could give to him, you can give it to me. I see him every weekend, so...
You see him every weekend?
Like we stream together, like we stream the league for Speed 5, and there we both use our face cams, and so we see each other. That's what I meant.
Okay. Yeah, I have much to say. Like, just maybe the colors switching earlier to make it more distinguishable or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But other than that, Panzer without tanks. He has 1 heavy tank. He also is building mediums. Yeah, sorry, chat. This is getting a bit boring right now, but that's how it goes. This is just the stop, and
yeah, if both players are playing suppressively, it's unfortunate. One player can't push, the other guy doesn't want to kill the other one, so.
100 days. 100 days.
Yeah. 100 days.
Phony war. 100 days. isn't enough for one bedroom, let alone food. It just really depends, man. But again, when I was
it
young,
depends where you live. If you
Yeah.
live in Hungary or some Balkan country, it's probably enough to
also
live
the
for an entire
context.
year.
When you're like a student, that
But
lives
if you live
still with
in
his
like
parents.
Berlin, then it's enough to live half a month.
But again, man, if I would win a 10K tournament when I was like 22, holy shit, man, we're good. We're good for a long time.
Yeah, you could like with $10,000 you could move to Belarus and live there actually for like 10 years and you would still be fine.
Could go to Thailand, find a wife. Never play a floor
Yeah.
game.
Go to Pattaya to the beach. Oh, fun.
I got 20 pounds in the bank, sad times. King Sama! Time to play her for competitive, my brother.
Yeah. If you have time but no money, this is the perfect way for for you to gain some money. If you actually think that you yourself are good enough. If I would have 10,000 euros, I would buy myself 10,000 beers. Just to feel how it is to have 10,000
Thank you, Elo
beers.
Reaver, bro. This guy. Oh, man.
Oh.
You stream tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow we have the... I actually don't know what to stream. We have the main stream and the late stream. The late stream is full U-boat. The night stream is full U-boat, but the main stream is not U-boat. I don't want to over...
What day? What time is the mainstream?
2 p.m. mostly. It always depends. It's always random.
Oh, 2 p.m. Okay, because I have an MP game at 4 p.m. I think. If you're still there,
I think
then.
I can
like
do that. I have like 1
game
hour
that we can
30.
cast.
We could do 16 Uhr.
Yeah, I think I need to check again, but I think
think we might
somebody
be able to do
DM'd me
that.
and asked if I can cast.
That sounds good. Like we do
Sorry,
Victoria free
4 to
chat,
6, yeah, 4
and then we co-host, co-cast with CMOPs one game. Makes sense. And then you would...
Because I like casting with you, man. It's just so much fun. I don't know
man.
why, but it's a lot of fun.
Nope, easy peasy, man. I like it too. Let's kiss later. But I have herpes right now, so...
Okay, then rather not, man.
Yeah.
Rather not.
Dude, there's this cool invention now. When I was a kid, I hated herpes, right? When you have these blisters on your lips. And I remember I was like in school and you had a girlfriend and you go to school and you have a herpes. Dude, going to school with herpes, fucking bad. Dude, Lisa showed me this. There's this new thing. It's like a transparent sticker that you take off and you put it on your herpes. And it really looks really good. It looks good. The herpes goes away a bit. There's like medicals in it. If you guys have herpes a lot, man, there's like this you have to put the sticker on it. It's really good.
I luckily never had it.
It's
But isn't
genetic.
it like something that when you get it once, it comes back sometimes?
No, I'm a big expert on herpes. True story. It's genetic.
Okay.
Actually, most people on planet Earth have herpes, but there's 2 genetical strains. Number 1, it never breaks out with you. Number 2, it breaks out sometimes when your immune system is low. When my white blood cell count is low, the herpes virus breaks through, which mostly happens on the lips. That's how it works.
Tommy, that would be such a nice name, like Tommy, herpes expert K.
Dude, it is what it is. Also, Tommy's, here's my tips if you have herpes. Go to the bathtub and put your mouth under water for like 20 minutes to let water on it. Obviously disinfect it. Put some alcohol on a thing and put alcohol on it. Yeah. And another thing I do, for example... So yesterday, Lisa's parents were here, right? And have like a huge herpes right now. You don't see on stream, but a big herpes. And another big meta thing, final thing to talk about herpes is, you tell people you have herpes to get out of the way. So people don't look at you weird, you know? So I was like, they came in, I'm like, hi, I have herpes. So I got it. For example, today I was in a store buying a laptop. And the guy was looking at me all the time. His eyes always went to my herpes, right? And I was like, come on, man. What the fuck? What can I do? Come on, man. Anyway, okay, good we talked about that. Good shit.
Yeah, in the meantime, while we were talking about other stuff, DXplay actually managed to push 2 forest tiles in the south, but then didn't capitalize on his breakthrough there and just...
I like to how
again.
this just doesn't call GG. He's like, bro, I'm wasting all your time, you fuckers. Suck my dick, people. I like Sadist. I have hope in him. He can come back from this.
Yeah.
Just 1 week of training, man. He got this. Herpes is not
Like you already saw, like how much we improved in the Speed 5 tournament in January, you know, when we played the game for the mod for the first day.
Yeah.
Compared to how college and I came up with a lot of strategies in the last one.
Yeah.
It's like if you just practice a lot, like maybe like once or twice a day, you know, and you maybe inform yourself about it, what's good strategies, you can improve a lot.
I also think, I want to say, that you get what you deserve, right? This is the league. I know that out of the 200 players, a lot of them don't take it serious. They probably don't think they can reach the top 8. But you get what you deserve, man. If you don't prepare, you're going to get your losses. If you prepare, you're going to get your wins. And you're going to start a path that will maybe lead to a Hoi International. Everybody gets what they deserve in this, which I like so much about this mod and this best of 3 gameplay. That's me right now. Petit, you have 1 win now, man. I mean, just... You don't have to spend your whole week on preparing, but just practice a bit. Watch some videos, learn some builds, and get your 2nd win, right? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
You gotta believe, man.
Oh, we crossed the river now.
I'm excited to go to bed. Chat, I'm now re-listening to Luatin's Emperor series. I fucking love it. Like, once a year I listen to that shit. Good stuff. Anyway. So... Simops, when you go to bed...
So much damage.
When you go to bed, do you just... There's just no voice, no nothing, you just lay down and close your eyes? Or do you have something in your ears, like a podcast or something? How do you fall asleep? Explain the last 10 minutes before you lose consciousness.
I mean, what I usually do, I go to bed and I watch like a YouTube video or 2, you know, and then I fall asleep while I'm watching the YouTube video.
Okay. I just wanted to
Or
check.
sometimes, sometimes I also like turn on like a podcast or something, just put it on my night table next to me, and then just listen to it a bit and then fall asleep.
Yeah, most people.
But I fall asleep usually really quickly. I have to say.
There goes the Katusha, man. Because it's so funny that, especially young people, like everyone below 35, like me, right? I'm young. Nobody falls asleep anymore with no social media or phone or something. I could never fall asleep anymore without listening to Warhammer.
But I read once that it's actually pretty good if you don't use your phone or like stare at the screen for like 2 or 3 hours before you go to sleep, because that makes you like your neural activity go down, and then it's easier for you to sleep, or you have a better sleep at least.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's what I read.
Yeah. I have this problem where I go to bed and then I, for 1 hour, watch dumbass YouTube videos. I just watch random YouTube videos. And then I'm very tired the next day because I wasted 1 hour.
Yeah.
I fall asleep and I...
You know what I find very addicting is like these shorts, you know, on YouTube or TikToks. You know, like once you like click on it once and then you watch like 10 in a row or something, you know, like you just
like lately,
just keep going.
You know Yoko and Class, right? I never really watched them, and now I watch all their videos all night, man, and then I fall asleep at 2 a.m. fucking my day up.
I had that phase 2 once though, but like a few years ago. You know, where like their old shows where they were still like on ZDF Neo and stuff. But the videos are actually really funny.
Yeah.
Like, you have to give them that. They're actually really funny and entertaining.
Yeah, foreigners unfortunately don't know them. I think they're very fake though. They're fake a lot of content, which is okay, happens.
Yeah. But you know, as long as it's funny for the people to watch, I think. No, it's the same with wrestling.
Yeah,
When I was a kid, I actually believed it was real, you know. But as long as it's entertaining and people, you know, have fun with it, you know, as long as nobody gets hurt because they're faking stuff, I would say it's okay.
True. I go to bed, close my eyes, and instantly fall asleep. I cannot do that. My dad could do that. I think people that fall asleep instantly without trying hard, I think they're just a bit dumb. I think if the more intelligent you are, the more brain waves you have, so it's harder for you to fall asleep. You know?
I mean, there's also like some military guys though, you know? Like they have like some routines that they can like
true story, bro.
They can fall asleep in like 2 minutes.
When I played World of
like
Warcraft Classic on stream 3 years ago, I wanted to only sleep 4 hours real quick, yeah? Because I wanted to play 16 hours a day World of Warcraft. So I was watching a video.
Like I remember that.
I was watching a video of a Navy SEAL that explains how you fall asleep instantly. But that needs training. You need one month of preparation. Not that guy. No, I know who you mean, but the was guy. And they explain it. In the Navy SEALs, you learn a technique. It's about your body. Look, there's a hormone that makes you fall asleep. What is that hormone? It builds up during the day. Someone chat knows. The hormone that makes you fall asleep. And not melatonin, you muppet. Melatonin. No. Cortisol? Not cortisol, no. Not melatonin. No, it's something with C. No. Not melatonin.
A lot of people are saying melatonin though. Calm? No, I don't think it's calm. Copium?
Yeah, what the
Maybe
fuck?
copium.
Okay, I'm retarded. In German language it's different. It's not melatonin. I guess? I meant a different one.
But we know what you're talking about. The one that makes you fall
anyway.
asleep.
And
what
Navy
happens
SEALs,
when you do that?
you can fake to your body that they do a lot of this. What they do is they lay still, and they teach the body that every muscle relaxes. Your brain has issues falling asleep when all the muscles aren't relaxed yet. And they relax their muscles, and then they can fake to the brain that there's enough melatonin or some shit. What the fuck is the... there's a different hormone I'm talking about, man.
Plutonium.
I'm fucking...
Central Africa.
I could have sworn. Whatever.
Uranium. Oh, God.
I don't know. Cortisol is something else, right? Cortisol is when you have fucking issues. Yeah, cortisol is what makes you have high blood pressure. That's why, yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, I don't mean that. Whatever, and so it's okay. I'm probably just stupid. Okay, game is almost over here. 3 days, and that's GG. Retro taking the first win. He is done for the week. The first loss for my boy. His name is, obviously, Xidist. A win for Retro, man. Well played. Xidist played till the end, making me lose sleep. Good shit. And that's Retro's first win.
What is the other guy called again? Xidist. I'm gonna write it to Zach here.
I can just put it in. We don't need to always announce stuff.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, I'm just writing it for you to him. Maybe when he's asleep, he can edit tomorrow or something. Just want to make sure that nobody forgets about it.
Yeah, that's the dankest guy. Fuck. Unfortunately, I have a game there. But fuck him up, man. That's Dex's opponent, but I have a game on Friday. I'm gonna play a game. Access win.
Yeah,
GG.
it's okay. I can cast it for you.
Just cast it for yourself. Don't do it for me. You got this. You got this. So where's that list? I want to get better at that. Babam. Sadist lost to Retro. So here we go. I'm an official judge. I gotta do this. Now I gotta find Retro. Retro is CU. Please remember CU, chat. CU and Xidist. Xidist is... I can see to the left. Sorry. Can I not see the left? Am I retarded? What the fuck? Oh god, I lost him. What the fuck? Don't do it. I want to do it myself. Cool like come. Where's Xidist? Am I dumb? Did I just delete? What? Xidist. Boom. 95. So what is it? 95 come. 95 come. 95 come. Come? Where the fuck is CU again? Bro, I'm retarded, Alter. Must be here. CU? CU 9... What was it? I forgot. 95? CU 95, right? CU 95, right? This must be correct. CU 95 Retro. And how do I make this blue? I want to learn this. How do I make this one blue? I think I know how. You click on it and then... No, okay. No. Yosakil, I want to learn this. Don't do it for me. I want to do it myself. You can freeze the top row and then the side... I can freeze the top row. Explain in a sec. 1 sec. Make it green first. The button next to that. Retro 1. Retro win. I can... What do you mean I can make this sticky? The bucket. Yeah, how to make this sticky? Learning Excel meta? Yeah, sorry, I did never learn. CU90... Wait, why is that moving? Weird. Okay, Retro. Good job, man. That's your win, baby. Wait, don't I now have to put Retro... Wait, do I have... Wait, am I not stupid? Don't I have that 2 times? Wait, I'm retarded. You go back to Retro. On the left side, you have to do 2. You have to make 2 greens. You have to make 2 greens. That makes so much... That's... Oh, I'm such a retard. 106?
Now that's why I said earlier we should just leave it to Zach here, because he...
Yeah, no,
I think he knows
come on,
how
we're
it
not
works.
retarded. CJ... I forgot the other one. What is it? CJ...
CU.
No, it's it. No, C-mobs. You have to do 2 of them. Because they're matching 2 times on the table, right? CJ 106. CJ 106. You have to make it 2 times. So important, I thought.
2 time. Back to back.
That's how you do it. That's how this shit
By the way,
actually
and
goes.
the Axis player won, no? Last match, yeah. He
Retro,
won last
yeah,
match.
Retro.
You need to pay out with that.
Thank you, Manny, for the 5, you crazy fuck. All you had to do was to follow the damn 106 CJ. Thank you, Mr. Manny, man. Thank you so much for the 5. You need access to the website with matches and edit there. Also edit on the other 2 sheets. What? So, wait, did we do
I'm
last
on the
game?
website, you know, the Chalonga one. You need access there, so you can also put it in there who won. I mean, I have access. I can do it for you really quick.
Oh, okay, okay.
And,
that means Petite has a problem. Petite is wrong. Let me fix that. There needs to be one more Petite. How did I zoom? I forgot here.
so
I lost
who
him.
played again? Last match, it was somebody with X versus somebody with. Here, Xadis versus Retro.
It is
so
a
report
mistake
score.
in the list.
Xadis
Petite
won.
is there 2 times. We have to also add 28. Who was his opponent, Chad? Slosh or something? We have to
Petit
add...
was versus Plex. Petit was
Splex.
versus Plex.
Splex. No. Splex? Yeah, Splex. 28 BD. 28 BD. BD 28. Do you see a blue thing here? Cool. It's actually blue. You can actually just... Yeah, this was a mistake. Petite has to be here. You need to always... In a ladder like this, you have to always fill it double, right? That makes a lot of sense. Right, chat? We're all learning, right? There we go, I fixed it. They need to be there 2 times. Got you. Got it. The first wins happened today, huh? The first people. Petite got a win. There was a third guy somewhere. Hellhunter has a win. Oh, man, look at this. Oh,
Yeah.
this is
You
gonna
can see
be
it on the
messy.
website also very well. On the other one, I can
I
send
have
it
a
to you really
weird
quick.
question right now about Excel. I don't know shit. So imagine the league has been going on for some weeks. We're now deleting, let's say, Finnan. Finnan gets deleted. Will all the stuff then be in the right column? If we delete column 111?
I mean, you could remove the name, but like you need to keep the line so you can actually
You have
see
to keep
who
the
won
line,
against
yeah, you
Finland.
have to keep the line. You're still collecting dollars for the prize pool. What do you think? Every donation till December goes to the prize pool. For example, select A and B column, right click and fix the column. Right click, fix the column. Right click, fix the column. No idea what you're talking about. No idea. Why no groups? This hurts my brain. El Tony goes suck a massive dick. Yeah, we can't delete people. We can't delete people. That will fuck everything up. Thank you, Habibi. Habibi, why are you not in this league, you fuck? Habibi!
Oh, I
why
wanted
you
to
not
watch
in this
Habibi's
league?
EU4 stream. Now he's already offline again.
EU4?
Och mano. I
Habibi!
missed
You were like
it.
the most keen to play in January. It's late to join? It's not. It's just week 1. You can join next Monday. It's not too late. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
This is open.
Maybe
Everyone
you just
join.
go to
You're just
Tommy's
not allowed to
Discord
play
and
week
apply
1.
in the channel that's called apply
Habibi
to
viewers, Habibi
play or
viewers,
something.
annoy the fuck out of him that he joins the league. Add me in. You have to write an application. Go to TommyKay
Yeah.
Discord. TommyKay Discord. 101 Hub application. You write an application here. Your name and Steam profile. We will add you. And then you get an opponent next Monday. Habibi, man, get the fuck in here. I will tomorrow make a better system for organization, a better table, and then sit down with judges and think. Okay, Sakil, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Habibi, oh never mind, I can't invite you to the channel itself. Sorry.
Habibi,
Try
man,
to.
you have to join the league, bro. I want to see you at the international, bro. Anyway,
Here I go again
Tommy gotta
on
go
my
sleep. Chat.
own.
Tommy gotta go sleep. This doesn't work very well. Check Discord. No, Simop did it for me, Speedy. I gotta sleep, man. Holy shit. You join the Gamescom? I don't need